I don't know how it works. I've never done YouTube before, but I think we're here.
Are you gonna donate to Mozilla or not?
Okay, so we need to go to ESPN.
That would've been cool. I was gonna try it. I was gonna try jumping in my mouth. I'm happy we're not recording.
No, we are.
Oh no, no, that was so dumb.
I guess it's here now. We're
no,
recording.
It's fine. It's too late. I'm not gonna
We're
do it
streaming.
again. Oh goodness. Well, luckily nobody's here. Nobody saw that.
Okay, actually, isn't it?
Oh hey, your little banner says week 10. It's been a month since we've been here.
Oh yeah, but they don't know that. Where do we?
Man, that's crazy. Time flies.
Yeah.
I've been working a lot. Ever since I fucking said something about the overtime, they've just been throwing money at me. I'm like, you guys were doing something sketchy, weren't you?
They're like, please come, we need you now, more than ever. It's weird.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Okay. Okay, I think I like NFL's better than ESPN's. The only thing I like about this is that it goes over the stats, since we don't have a ton of stats written down. What?
Let's see, it's week 15. There's only 4 weeks left of the regular season.
Went quick.
Man. No Eagles game this week? There it is. Whew, that's everybody.
Because it's the Steelers, right?
Yeah, that's going to be a good game. We're not going to win that one. But it's fine. You're not going to win this week either.
You?
Yeah.
He's such a pessimistic Eagles fan. It's so crazy. You don't understand it. The Chiefs are going to win.
5 years ago, you were not this state of being. You were very much just
yeah,
like...
but the Chiefs weren't good, though. The Eagles are good.
They're still not good.
No, they're good.
I said it. I said what I said. They're still not good.
Saquon Barkley is about to is on track to set the record, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna break 2,000 yards this year.
Isn't that crazy? CFB and NFL both are probably gonna get broken this year. Gianti's gonna break Barry Sanders more than likely, as long as they don't go 1 and out.
Who?
Ashton Gianti.
Oh, from
Boise.
Boise, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he's
dude,
on track still to be and he sat out, which is crazy. Like he sat out a lot of second halves because of blowouts and fourth quarters.
I hate his stance so much though. God, does that bother me? That irks me so bad. But it doesn't matter.
Why?
Because it still gets. I don't know.
Like it's not like he's. What's the difference between being down and just like?
There's not a difference.
Like
I get it. I totally get where he's coming from. But I'm still just like so used to one thing that one guy's just like, nah, fuck that. And I'm kind of just like, well, hold on. Let's think about this. Maybe we should.
All right. Well, either way, I didn't go with the energy drink this time. I'll roll one later.
Good night, Quentin.
When I get tired, I'll roll the energy drink flavored. I don't think it actually has any.
It's flavored.
Because I think it's illegal to have anything actually
in it.
Yeah. But maybe not, because it can be used for tobacco. Like that's the idea, that you can do whatever you want with it. I don't know. I don't know, King Palm. You tell me.
Yeah, we'll reach out to them. Figure out what's going on. There's 2 Monday night games this week, by the way.
Nice.
For streaming, okay, so I think the worst take I had this year was, but I also don't feel like it was that bad of a take. I feel like it was a pretty common take, discounting the Vikings.
You were discounting Sam Darnold.
Which I was right in the middle of the year.
I think
but he came back.
Well, did you watch the Vikings game?
The one where he threw for like 300 yards and 5 touchdowns?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Some of that was just like obvious. A couple of those were just bad ball try. Like one of them to Jordan Addison was just like Jordan Addison wide open, and the guy's going down.
He fell down, yeah.
The defender going down the field like this, trying to track the ball. It's just like, no, what are you doing? But no, I think obviously, that actually cemented me. That game put me at top points against in our fantasy league. Which I just want to say, I know no one is going to be watching and no one knows, but it's fucking insane to me. I can't complain. By any means am I not complaining before you start saying anything. I'm not complaining because I've made the playoffs every single year. But I went back and looked. I am top 3 in points against every single year I've been in the league. Every single year.
This isn't a complaint.
No, I'm saying I'm not complaining because I can't complain because I made the. It's just a fact. It's not a complaint. It's a fact. It's just a fact.
Yeah, I feel like it existing is a fact, but you disseminating the information is a complaint.
No, it's not a complaint. Actually, it's a flex.
Oh, it's a flex. Oh, yeah, that is a flex.
I won my first year, and I've never missed the playoffs. But I have been in. I went and looked back yesterday because I was thinking about typing it in the. I was thinking about throwing it in the group chat because I was like, it is kind of crazy that I have been in. I put it in there. 42 points away from 2K against and 4, which would be insane. I'm sorry. Like if I hit that, and the fact that I still made the playoffs, like I'm 1950, 1952, and 2058. Like, come on. I mean, come on. And it's every year. And it's every year.
Well, people play hard against you. You usually have a good team.
No, but that doesn't matter.
No, check it out. Next time you go on fantasy, go to the free agents who's available in the league and just total points. Chris Godwin is still leading all the flex players.
Jeez.
Dude, and he's been out for a month now.
Chris Godwin was nutty. He was
Tell me,
crazy.
I really don't think the Derrick Henry trade and the Godwin trade was that bad of a trade. Looking back, given the fact, if Godwin hadn't gotten hurt, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
No. I agree.
He was the number 1 wide receiver in the league.
No, I agree with you that it wasn't a bad trade. I think we both said, like, at the time that it might look like a bad trade just because of it, Derrick Henry being Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a bad trade if you tried to give me DK Metcalf and Chris Godwin.
Oh, you're talking about how you tried to fleece me?
I should have just hit accept. My God.
To be fair, DK Metcalf ain't been that good this year.
No, but
he's had like 2 games.
But it's still a bad trade. 2 for 1 for Derrick Henry is a good trade, but 2 prime, especially at the time when Derrick Henry at the time was, oh well, we're not going to use him. But that's literally what Harbaugh came.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
we're
not
going to use him that way.
Okay,
that was it for me. That was whenever I was like, dude, I got to go do this.
Find out.
Not bad. Oh, have we done an intro yet?
No.
Is anybody watching?
No.
All right.
Never is, but.
No, that's true. No, that's one. No,
oh, yeah, shit! I got to get on there so we get 1 viewer. I got to be the 1 viewer because that gets you up to getting from 1 to 0 is like the big difference. I'll just throw it on my phone. Come say something about it. People watching, I don't give a shit. Ooh, he's watching himself to get a viewer. Yeah, so is everyone else you watch.
Yeah, everybody does that.
Oh, wow! Actually.
What?
Just pull it about.
What is that? That's like
peach pineapple.
Oh, it is peach, yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
Shit.
So as far as week 14, week 14 turn out. First off, we just a couple of personal updates. I made the playoffs in our fantasy league, and I wasn't going to. I barely snuck in. I'm the 8th seed, baby, at an 8.
I honestly am surprised that you made it. I thought Amber.
I thought she had me.
Early week, it did look like she was going to beat Dylan, but Dylan ended up coming back and taking the W for you.
God. Man, it's so frustrating that as soon as Billy leaves, Dylan gets right back on top, right where he was right before Billy came in.
Billy's his kryptonite.
We had a friend named Billy who joined our league, and he was very good. He won a couple of seasons, and he was very good. But I don't want a money league, and he wanted a money league. And this year it should have been a money league, but I don't think anybody was feeling it.
No.
Especially after Billy left,
people kind of just. Are we doing it for fun? Did everyone decide?
Nobody said anything.
No one said anything until the winner. That's what I'm waiting for.
And then the winner can get the champ chain.
Well, I was wondering if the winner is going to be like, hey, where's my money?
Be like, I'm going to ask him, how much money did you put in? And then they're going to be like, I didn't put any in. I'm going to be like, well, no one else did either, so.
I am willing to still put in $20, even if I lose. Even at the end, I'd still put in $20 if everyone wants to. I think that you're going to have a hard time, though, getting everybody throwing $20 now.
I'm not trying to get everybody.
No, I know.
That's my thing.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not.
In my opinion, if we have someone who wins and they just can't read the room well enough to if they ask for it, even though it's just like very obvious that it hasn't been an issue all season, then I'm gonna be like, dude, maybe this league isn't for you.
No, I think what we should say is honestly just that I think we should just come out straight with here's the champ chain. We'll pay to get it. I mean, I'll pay to get it etched. I don't mind if you don't want to, but we can pay to get it etched, right? Has it been etched at all yet?
No, it hasn't. Look at this. He's still the number one free agent.
Yeah.
Josh Downs is just now catching up to him.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
And that's in a 10-man league.
That's
10-man. So
yeah.
To be fair, 12-man, those people would be gone.
Who? Oh, Josh
There'd
Downs.
There'd be nobody catching up to him.
Very true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that yeah.
And he's been out for a month now.
Yeah.
Man. I think that was a good trade. Even though Chris Godwin got hurt, that's unfortunate. But dude, he was dropping 20, 30 points every game.
No, yeah,
The Baker was looking at MVP. But no, if anybody, I don't think anyone's gonna ask for it. I don't think anyone's gonna say where's the money, and if they do, it's gonna be in a joking manner. But I think everybody's on the same page, and I'm just gonna be like, look, dude, especially after Tyler passed away, people I could tell we're just not feeling it the same, you know.
And it obviously, had he still been in the league, it would have been, obviously that would have been crazy to deal. I don't even know how you deal with that.
I'm just gonna have to. If Tyler was in the league and everything happened the same way it went, I would just have to take over the team and set it for him.
Yeah, so you just have to set the team every week.
Two teams.
But would you set the team every week? Because even though knowing Tyler wouldn't.
I feel like as what Skylar and I did, where we both sat a player, was respectful. But I feel like continuing that particular joke over the course of weeks, over a month, I think would be a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know, I think that would just be like, oh, well, Tyler did it. It's like, dude, leave him alone. Yeah. He's our friend, and he's not with us anymore. Yeah. Yeah. No.
But yeah, I think engraving the champ chain is probably the best way to go.
Okay. What I was gonna do, since I've yet to hear from fucking Colton, and he has yet to touch his champ chain, I'm just gonna send it to him, and we can just order another one. They're $40.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be funner to engrave it though.
I might just get him his own because he doesn't live in Oklahoma, and he had one. He won that year. He won his first year.
Where did he move to?
I think he's in Arkansas.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I haven't seen him. Yeah. And every time I talk to him, he's like, "Well, I'm going to be in town and so and so," and I'm just like, "Okay, well, that just tells me
out of town, not out of state." But yeah, anyways, all right. Well, you want to start with the?
We have 2 concurrent viewers. Look at us go.
Yeah, look at us go.
I'm the best. So, let's start.
Is that me and you?
Huh?
Is that me and you?
That's us. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's both of us.
That's fine.
At the same time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We are running a train on this stream. So let's go ahead and start with. You want to go with our week 14 reactions?
Yeah. Let's start with week 14.
I can't recall how everything went.
I watched obviously the Packers-Lions game.
I've been missing a lot of games this year.
Man.
That seemed like a good one.
That was a really good game. I think Dan Campbell,
Oh, yeah, what was your spicy take about that? That you think he's going to blow it in the playoffs?
Well, he did last year, too. You should be more worried about that than I am. You should be hoping for it more. You're going to have to play the...
We're not going to win the Super Bowl. We're not making it. I'm not worried. I've already accepted that. I'm just happy to be here. I want to see Saquon get his 2K, and that's it.
You should want the Lions to drop a game in the playoffs.
No.
Against the Eagles.
We got a Super Bowl in 2017. The Lions haven't had one. I think they deserve it more. I even said at the beginning of the season that I was low-key rooting for the Commanders.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, they haven't won since the 90s, and they've had to deal with Dan Snyder for a fucking decade.
After he left, I am rooting for the Commanders.
See?
I want the Commanders to go. Obviously, I want the Chiefs to win.
That is one hot take I had at the beginning of the year that I did kind of nail.
I said that last year.
Jaden Daniels was could be Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he could turn the Commanders around, and lo and behold, what happened?
I searched it in the group chat because I was curious, because I knew I said something about it, and it was right after they fired him last season, not this season, right? It was like before last season that they fired him.
Mm.
And so it was before last season. Dylan was like Super Bowl predictions. I said Commanders Chiefs. So if it hits this year, I'm hitting that reply. Like, but this year.
I think,
I said Commanders Chiefs just to fuck over, just because fuck Dan Snyder.
man, I hope so. But I think the Lions
I did pack this time
deserve a really good shot. They have a good team, and they have that underdog mentality that tends to carry teams through the playoffs.
Yeah.
And
I think they do. The thing. Okay, so what my spicy take was, why I said it was because he called. It was a 4th and 3. 4th and 3.
oh yeah, and he called a handoff, right?
On his own 30 that led to a touchdown right here.
Oh, that's neat. I googled week 14 results, and it gave me the 2023 season.
4th and 1, up 3, when your defense had just made them 3 and out. So your defense, granted, your defense did just get off the field, but they weren't off the field from a long drive, right? If you're, here I can, so you can see this.
Okay. Because I was working during this game.
Preview.
I work at a chicken place, and it makes me miss a lot of football games, which is unfortunate. It tends to hinder my football podcasting career.
Well, I don't know if you can see this here then. So it was, this is them punting. So this is the Lions just got off the field, or the Lions defense held to 3 and out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Up 3 with 3:30 to go. I assume that's in the third. Yeah, this is third quarter, right here. This is the one. I think this is the dumbest call that you could make. Your defense just stopped them. It's not. They were out there for 3 plays, so you can't give me the excuse of, oh well, they're just really tired, because you just had a 6-minute drive. They were out there for 1:40, got off the field.
They're fine. They've slept.
Yeah, you're up 3, and then you go for it on 4th and 1 on your 31. And then look what ends up happening. Obviously, touchdown. They won the game.
Yeah.
But if this is against the Chiefs,
man. Well, I think that's the mindset. Go back to the so this thing, he's on their own 31. It's 24-21. It's under 2 minutes.
In the
and
third. In the third. There's still a whole quarter of football to play.
Oh, this is the third quarter?
This is the third. Yeah.
Then this is inconsequential. There's a whole quarter to play.
But it still led to a Green Bay.
I thought that was 2 minutes.
It led to Green Bay taking the lead.
So, did they win?
No, but
okay. There's lead changes all the time.
Okay.
I don't think that's that bad of a call. I thought that was in the 2 minutes.
That's not a bad call against the Packers. If that's the Chiefs and you do that in the third, you're not winning the game. If you're I'm telling you, you're not. Am I wrong? Historically, am I wrong?
No.
That's my point. Is that if you're doing that against the Eagles and you're giving the Eagles the lead, a good rushing team, you're giving the Eagles the lead in the going into the fourth quarter, and having one of the best secondaries in the NFL.
How long did these drives take in the fourth quarter?
This was a 5-minute and 41-second drive to take the lead back.
Okay.
And then they drove it down,
and they had
a chance
one
to
up,
win,
yeah.
but ended up having to take the field goal.
I don't think it's that bad of a
They
call.
got to goal line, by the way.
I think whatever Matt Eberflus did when he didn't call that timeout was the worst coaching decision of the year, and this one is nowhere near that.
No, I
don't think it's that bad of a call.
No, I don't. I'm not saying. Okay, I think it's an awful call. I'm not saying it's like, oh my gosh, fire Dan Campbell.
No.
Like, I'm not saying Dan Campbell's a bad coach. By any means. I'm just saying that is going to end up just like it did last year. That decision making, if he does the same thing against better teams, they're going to take advantage of it, and he's going to lose the game for it.
But I agree. You know what? I do think you're right. I think if he does that against the Chiefs are taking this game.
If he does against the Eagles win the game.
Yeah, we're just going to be burned. We're going to kill that clock.
You're one of the best rushing teams in the NFL, and have one of the best secondaries that turn it on. Talk about turning it on in late year. The Eagles defense has turned it on.
December 11th, and it would have been about September 20th that you told me the Eagles were cooked.
Yeah, I did.
They were done for.
Saquon,
the Cowboys were taking the division.
What I think happened, honestly, is it's just once the media started hitting on that white corner thing, like it just Cooper had to show it to him. He's
dude,
like, I got to become the best corner in the NFL now.
You were right in September though.
No, they did.
We were 2-2 going into the bye. We looked bad.
The defense was giving up so many points.
Mm-hmm.
And against, like, I don't think great teams.
No, they weren't. They were real.
I don't remember though. But I also remember being. I also remember telling you like 3 weeks ago that you guys were better than you thought they were.
I don't. So here's the thing. We kind of been playing against some pretty chumpy opponents. A lot of jobbers. We haven't been getting real solid work, and you we lost to two really good teams. Well, no, we lost to the Falcons, which was
At the
close.
time, I mean, Bijan is still
Which
still a
that wasn't
talent.
great, but that
Bijan's great. It's not like
our
it's
biggest
bad.
our biggest loss was Tampa Bay, and that team
Yes.
that team was
Tampa
fucking.
Bay, yeah, Tampa Bay destroyed.
The
You got-
Tampa Bay at the beginning of the season was fucking. They were getting everybody.
I don't know what happened to their defense, but
Um, it's just injuries,
I don't
man.
pay enough attention.
Tampa Bay's been dealing with. They have the Chargers bug right now. Everybody's getting hurt, and it sucks.
But-
But
Well,
I
anyways,
mean-
we'll stay on topic. Try to.
so the Detroit
I,
game.
I just don't think I don't like I said that's my end of it. Is that I like I said I don't think Dan Campbell's a bad coach. I think he's obviously a great coach. He has a locker room.
Mhm.
I just think that in that if you do that against a good team in the playoffs
Mhm.
in the late third quarter, give up the lead, or just giving up an easy 7, regardless of whether or not it's the lead,
Mhm.
right? Like you're putting yourself in a bad position.
You're jeopardizing.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that.
Yeah.
Like all you did there was just give them a 4-play 30-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Right, as opposed to maybe they did drive down the field and score a touchdown anyways.
Mhm.
But it's still a lot harder
but
than
you
them
think if the
immediately
defense is-
putting them in time range.
If the defense is making stops and they're well rested now, I mean, shit, why not? If they're doing well, which it looks like they are, throughout the game, I think I don't see why I wouldn't want to trust my defense and just be like, we didn't get this
'Cause
one, but
you're
it could
already
have very easily just have been a 3rd and out, a 3 and out then, but it
you're
wound up
already
being a
no,
touchdown.
because you're already in field goal range. You're already in time.
Oh, that's right. They're on their 31. They're on the other side of the field.
Yeah, they're on their own 31. That's what I'm saying.
I still don't think it's that bad of it compared to some of the other coaching decisions that have happened in the last year or two. I don't think it's that bad.
I agree about Eberflus with the timeout situation. Obviously awful. I just think that it's going.
I think
it's gonna bite.
whatever
Dan
the,
Campbell's always
dude,
been aggressive, and that's just the duty is, and good for him.
whatever the fuck
It's gonna
Zach
come back to
Taylor,
bite them.
whatever the fuck Zach Taylor's doing up in Cincinnati. That's their coach, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the hell he's doing. Dude, how is Burrow having an MVP year? No one's talking about it because they're losing.
Yeah.
They need to. That defense is fucked. They
Yeah.
need to do something over there. You know what? What's that boy's name from Colorado that plays both sides?
Oh, Xavier.
Travis
Hunter.
Travis Hunter?
Yeah.
So he's a Bengal. I'm betting. They're going to get whoever the top defensive player is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is. In my opinion, they need to get the best edge rusher.
Isn't it not a very strong QB draft this year? I don't pay much attention to college, but
I think it's really good. Hey, have you ever heard of Walter Football?
no,
Okay, so it's a website that does scouting
not
on
sponsored.
not sponsored, but they do scouting on college players, and for like the NFL and stuff. And it's really interesting to go back and look at some of them. Oh, I will do mine. Walter Football, the 2024 QB class. It is. Come on. All the way down. There we go. Oh, this is last year. That's Caleb Williams. He's the number 1. How's that turning out? How's that looking? In fact, let's see what they had. Caleb Williams number 1, Jaden Daniels number 2. That was easy. Who did they have here? Oh, Drake May at 3. JJ McCarthy at 4. This is all pretty accurate. All right, I'll see you. Well, I don't think it was that bad of a call. I do get that if it happens to a better team, if he does that against, say, the Chiefs, like he says, yeah, it's done for. I just don't think they get it. It's really tough to maintain a lead, consistency in the NFL whenever you're like in those late game situations, it seems like that's when teams really like to turn it on and start to pull it out. I mean, there have been a lot of times where the Eagles have been really close and they're in the late game. They just started pulling it out and started Saquon. He has. So I saw a stat that Saquon's second half yardage in games has been fourth most in the league as far as just total yards. Saquon's number one in yardage, Derrick Henry's number two, Josh Jacobs number three, and then Saquon's second half yardage is right there. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's like 900 something, and he has like 1,500. Dude, he's gonna break 2,000 this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to see an Eagles running back break the 2,000 yard record, dude. And it's one of my favorite ones too. Like I wanted this cat to win the Heisman when he was at Penn State.
Yeah.
That 2017 Rose Bowl is one of the best football games I've ever seen in my life.
Crazy he's not gonna get MVP, honestly.
If he breaks 2,000 yards, he's getting MVP.
No, he won't.
Yeah,
He'll get Offensive Player of the Year still.
Josh Allen's getting hurt. He's getting hurt in week 15, and he doesn't
I
get
was
the
gonna
stats.
say Josh Allen just broke a record, right? He was the first player to have 3 touchdowns in the air, 3 rushing, 3 passing. Yeah. Anyway, Jaguars Titans. Yeah.
So this is just a battle to the bottom. This is pure tank bowl fodder.
I was driving during. I was listening to Red Zone, and let me tell you, I cannot remember the station. It's on a. She signed up for like the 90-day free trial or whatever for Sirius XM, and so we could listen to like a little Red Zone.
Wait, 90-day, 3 months?
Yeah.
So like the whole season?
I guess for the rest of the season, yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess
That's pretty
until she just did it today though, so or whatever, not today, but two days ago.
That's still cool though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They the announcers, man, they're actually pretty good. They talk shit, like they talk a lot of shit. Like,
oh yeah, that's cool.
Funny.
I like that.
They were just like they were laughing about the like the Jags Titans game the whole time, just about how awful it was. Like, thank God that's over when it was done. Like they were like, oh, we might be blessed with another quarter of Jags Titans here. You know.
Oh
like,
God, dude, look at the box score.
Yeah.
It was 3-0 for the first half, and then it was 6-0 for most of the second half. That's a bad game. The product isn't great right now for certain areas.
No, yeah, it was bad.
Who do you think here? If both of these teams continue to suck, how long until one of them moves? And which one? So Jacksonville's always sort of been on the bubble.
Yeah.
You know, they always talk about that being the London team.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jacksonville would move. Like the Titans, people aren't sick of the Titans yet. Like the Titans fans aren't like, oh, get them out of here.
We need something in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Memphis and Nashville need a football team. That's good football towns.
Yeah, I think they're still gonna. Yeah, they're always gonna. I think their fandom's not gonna just like give up on the Titans. It's just.
But Houston's moved on. They don't care about the Oilers. Well, they do. The old, people, tradition still care about the Oilers down there, I'm sure. But the franchise is in Tennessee now, and they have the Texans now.
Yeah.
Who are doing, all right. I was right about the slide. I was so right about the slide. I felt it. But this just ain't great. Ain't a great game. Mac Jones apparently had the most passing yards of 220, but also had 2 interceptions. I thought so. One of my takeaways from this season so far is this Brian Thomas Jr. He's that big guy from LSU, I believe.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like he was gonna do some shit this year.
He wasn't doing anything in the first half.
No,
that's all second half receptions and yardage.
Mm-hmm.
I think late third quarter too, like to fourth quarter.
Hey, showed up.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's still there.
Yeah.
But he's had a few games this year that he's been like I'm kind of over Malik Neighbors at this point. And it's not anything to do with Malik Neighbors. Obviously, it's just the quarterback situation in New York is awful. But, I mean, what more is there to say about the Jaguars-Titans? It's a race to the bottom. They're both going to be top 5 picks, but they're divisional opponents, so it'll be interesting to see.
I love seeing the Jets lose.
Jets officially out of the playoff race.
Yeah. Oh.
Having a worse year.
I love that they were still 3-9 and not officially out of it, which is crazy, but.
I mean, it's one of those mathematical, less than 1% chance of it actually happening. Yeah. No, I just think they're having a worse year with Aaron Rodgers than they had with Zach Wilson.
With
And
like,
Zach Wilson is on a playoff-bound team now.
yeah, which like on paper their offense. I mean, I guess I don't know the breakdown of their offensive line and stuff.
It's not good. They've really tried to. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good names on there,
Yeah.
I believe.
But
But
I was gonna say I know their offense, like just like obviously you have Aaron Rodgers, you have Devontae Adams, you have Garrett Wilson, you have even Dobbs in there.
Who's their running back?
Well, Brees Allen now, right? But
Braylon Allen.
Braylon Allen. I mean, Brees Hall got injured, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that Walter Football has Shedeur Sanders as the number 1 quarterback next year.
Yeah.
With Quinn Ewers at number 2.
Yeah. That I don't. It's not a strong draft.
I don't know. Some of these guys aren't so bad. But it really does drop off after 4. Who the hell is Garrett Nussmeier? I thought the guy down there was Carson Beck.
I have no idea.
Whatever. I don't really follow college. I just
No.
follow for the players that are going to be
Yeah.
fantasy relevant next year. Anyway,
But yeah, good to see him loose. This was one that they were listening to a little bit. I was listening to a little bit of it. Just kind of sound like back and forth. Went to overtime.
it's a divisional game, so they tried.
Yeah,
Are the Dolphins still in the playoff race?
must be.
They gotta be,
I
right?
didn't look. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
Do you just want to talk about the Chiefs game? You just want to jump ahead and go to the Chiefs game, get that out of the way, and I'll do the rest of it?
I just don't know. I don't pay attention to the playoff race other than my division, than the Chiefs division, obviously. Like in the number one seed.
Mhm.
Like I know the Bills are still in there.
Do you even care about the season anymore? To be
Yeah.
honest, I'm just like, if I were the number 1 seed, because we're not, we're
Yeah.
not going to be. Lions are probably taking it. So, it kind of matters, for us right
Yeah.
now. But
No,
for
we're
the
still in
Chiefs,
the-
it's like, is there anybody that even has a double-digit winning record in the AFC?
Yeah.
Other than the Chiefs?
Yeah, the Bills still do.
But you guys already beat the. Oh no, you didn't.
No, they had the heads up, so we can still.
Wait, you guys won that game? What game did you guys lose?
No, we lost to.
Was it the Ravens?
The Bills. We lost
Oh.
to the Bills.
Oh, well, the Bills
Yeah,
always
my-
win in the regular season. Are
Yeah.
you worried at all? Oh, are you worried at all about the Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually okay.
Yeah, I think it'll be a close game. I think it's going to be just like every other
Watch
one.
them
It's
get
gonna-
knocked out in like the divisional round.
I think
by
that's the team in the playoffs, the AFC, that I'm worried about the most is the Bills. Obviously, I think the Ravens, we've beaten them. I think we still can. We have. I don't know. Our rushing defense did not look good against the Chargers. Gus Edwards kind of tore us up a little bit, but we can get to that later. Falcons Vikings.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay, so Falcons, pretty disappointing year. I kind of thought they would be doing more, but I don't
agree.
think the story here is that the Falcons are bad. I think the story here is that the Vikings are good? Question mark. I think it's time that we start having the discussion about whether or not the Vikings, they're not fraudulent. I don't think they are. I don't think they're frauds. I think they've proven that they have a good defense, and Sam Darnold can hold the fort down and do some shit. I think the Falcons' defense looked like clowns this week. They looked like absolute, just seeing some of the highlights from, that guy was seeing ghosts. Guys were running into each other. It's like the Vikings found the 11 Stooges.
Yeah.
And then just beat up on them for a couple hours. But I also don't think the Vikings make it deep in the playoffs. But I also just counted them at the beginning of the year, so I don't know. Do you think that the Vikings could have a deep playoff run?
Yeah.
They're going to be up against the Lions. They're going to be up against the Eagles. They're going to be up against
the championship game. I'd have to look at the seeds right now to see. I know the Lions are pretty close to lock for the number 1 seed.
I think the Lions have the most. They have the most shot at getting it, but there's still 3 weeks left. There could be a slot.
Yeah, we can look at playoffs if we want to do that.
Do you want to do that?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean we can go through. Let's see. We'll go through the games real quick.
Okay.
Let's see.
Next.
Saints Giants. Who cares?
Yeah.
Carr got injured. Yeah, I remember that. I did
Divi-
listen to that. He came down on
His hand and his head. He got a concussion and hurt his wrist. Tommy DeVito just isn't getting it done. The Giants.
No, it's Drew Lock.
Oh, it's Drew Lock this time?
Yeah, 49 pass attempts.
I like Drew Lock. He did
Um,
all right in
Drew
Seattle.
Lock looked like shit.
He did all right in Seattle. Well, I mean, apparently he didn't look good here, but I don't think. I think the Giants are going to be the number one pick. I think that they're worse. I think it's safe to say right now, at this point in the season, records aside, even though I just looked at them, the Giants are a worse team than the Panthers are. And I'm saying that with confidence. It feels like Bryce Young is kind of getting into, kind of.
Yeah, let's get to the next game.
Yeah. This
but
was
Bryce Young almost won that game.
He almost won that game
Mm-hmm.
against a really good team. So I'm kind of just like, hey, man, Panthers aren't. They're looking not bad. It's starting to feel a little different down there.
Yeah.
You know?
Bryce Young has almost won, I think, his last, 4 or 5 games. Should have beat the Chiefs. Honestly, let's be honest, Should have beat the Chiefs. Kind of could have beat the Eagles. Very easily could have beat the Eagles. The Eagles look kind of flat with this game.
I don't know. They seemed fine. They came out with the dub.
No, yeah,
and that's kind of what matters.
I think that the Eagles today looked like the Chiefs' offense when they get a W, and people were like, oh, I mean, it was just ugly, boring, whatever. They look like shit, but it's still just how still winning the game, right?
Right.
I don't think that they went out there and really performed the way they wanted to perform.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. Obviously, Saquon Barkley had a 100-yard game.
He broke. Yeah, this was the game.
Yeah.
He broke LaShawn McCoy's record.
Aside from that, I don't think the rest of the team.
Well, I think one of the big problems with this game is exactly that. I think that they were feeding him to get him
Yeah,
there.
you think
And
so?
yeah, kind of, because Jalen Hurts just wasn't throwing that much. He did. He threw for. Look, Bryce Young was the passing leader.
Yeah, let's see stats. Look at Barkley's brilliance help, but pass game has Philly frustrated. Oof.
Yeah, there wasn't a.
What a way to put it. What a way to put it. 108 yards.
Yeah.
21 pass attempts. I mean, 14 for 21, 108.
We're getting one of the big problems. What's happening is, and I saw it a lot this game, is we'll hand it to Saquon. We'll be at our 30, okay, or our 40. Okay, we'll hand it to Saquon. He'll get 10 yards. We'll maybe throw a screen, get a couple yards, hand it to Saquon. He'll get 8 yards. That's 2 first downs, 20 yards, and then we're already on the other side of the field. And then maybe another small pass. Maybe a Jalen Hurts run for 8 yards or something. But we'll hand it to Saquon, and he'll get a big chunky yardage again, and then we'll just throw it in the end zone.
Yeah, you guys didn't have the ball too much in the first quarter, even though you scored twice. The 1 yard, that was 1 minute there, a 4-minute drive, a 1-minute drive, and then a punt.
Yeah,
punt, 3 punts, 2 touchdowns. 5 possessions, but yeah, all short possessions, and then here in the first half, I mean.
Even though we didn't have the ball much, it did feel like
Your second half was you had longer possessions.
We were just trying to kill the clock at that point.
Yeah.
We were just trying to get it done,
But yeah, I don't know. That was another. Like I said, I was driving back from out of town, but Browns, Steelers. I mean, we can. Sorry.
There's not really a whole lot more. It was a lot closer than it
Eagles
needed to
are
be,
fine,
but
yeah.
we're okay. It's fine.
You're fine. Eagles are fine. I think you guys are still.
We're not making the playoffs.
You're not. Well, I don't think they're gonna have any issues. I mean, we'll see next week. But
we could bench all of our starters and be okay. I think.
I don't think we're gonna do that though.
Well, not yet.
Let's see. 24-17. Steelers over the Browns. Not much really to, Winston's doing his best. He's trying. He's a fun guy.
Yeah.
He's just a chill, fun guy.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm starting to come around on Jameis Winston. I used to be like, oh, this guy's ridiculous.
He's still ridiculous.
No, but that's the joke. He gets it. He's in on it. It's not him. He's taking the piss. And I kind of respect that. Whatever, man. You just don't like the Browns.
No, I like Winston. I like Winston. I just think he's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
It's fun.
Yeah.
That's the joke. He knows it. He gets it.
Well, I think it's just him. I don't think it's a joke to him though.
I don't think he's taking it as seriously as you think he is.
No,
I think he's having fun with it too.
No, I think he's taking it. I don't think he's taking it seriously. I think he's just being himself. I don't think he's just like, oh, I'm just being funny. I'm doing this because I know it's funny. Like, I think that's just who he is. You know, maybe that's how he's thinking of it. But like,
wait,
he's not. Yeah. He's not like over. I think he's just being him. I think he's just like, hey, I'm on camera. I'm gonna like be goofy.
I'm gonna eat the W.
Yeah.
No, he knows what he's doing there.
Yeah.
He's gotten so. You're telling me that he hasn't gotten so much goddamn heat for that, for the fucking eating the W talk. He's heard it. He knows it. He's a grown man, dude. He's aware.
I know. I think
so. He's leaning into it. He's having fun with it.
I think he's just goofy and doesn't care.
Exactly.
But that's why I mean. I don't think he's like leaning into it. I think he's just like. I think he'd do it even if no one said anything about it either way, right? Like if no one said anything about eating the W, he would still do that.
No, I disagree.
There. I think he would.
I disagree there.
I think he'd still be doing that.
I think if it wasn't such blown up, that it was such evidence of his cornballiness that I just feel like it wouldn't.
I think he'd do it no matter what. That's what I mean. Like he's just a cornball. Yeah. I don't think he's leaning into it. I guess that's what I mean.
I think he is. I think he's just having fun with it. I think he's aware of what's going on. Anyway, so who did they even play? Sorry, it was the Steelers. Oh,
yeah,
fuck. Steelers making playoffs. Steelers Super Bowl. Everybody knows. There's not really. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the thing is like. Let me ask you something. I know you're worried about the Bills. Do you think the Steelers can beat the Bills?
No.
You don't think the Steelers defense can shut down Josh Allen with TJ Watt and all that?
I don't think anybody's going to be able to shut down Josh. I think Josh Allen is just like he's one of those you can't just shut him down. I think it's about about the offense being good enough to outscore Josh Allen. And I don't think the Steelers' offense is good enough to keep up with Josh Allen. That's how look at the Bills-Rams game. He had to score 44 to beat him.
I heard that was a really good game.
It was. I watched that one.
I've heard people say that might have been the best game this year. Let's get there. We'll get there. So Steelers, maybe. I just feel like there's a cap to them. I feel like they are a very good team, but I don't feel like this is the best Steelers iteration we've seen in our lifetimes.
No, I think they're getting wins, but I just don't think that they're going to be able. We'll see the Chiefs. The Chiefs play them, so we'll find out.
Oh,
right?
Okay, yeah.
Like that's going to be the big.
That'll be a huge game.
That'll be a huge indicator
nationally
too,
televised.
Yeah.
Okay, so Raiders Buccaneers. Did Gardner Minshew play this game?
No, it was Aiden Pierce.
Or
Aiden O'Connell, I mean.
That would have been so cool to see Baker Mayfield play against Gardner Minshew. You know? Because those are essentially the same cat. You know? They're the same guy, really.
Yeah.
You know? One is Dr. Pepper, the other is, Dr. Thunder, I guess. It's fine.
But yeah.
The Buccaneers, they're still a very good team.
Yeah.
Who's even on top in their division? It's not the Falcons. I think it is the Bucks.
It's then now by I think by
a win.
Yeah, where's their standings? Is that schedule roster? Oh, they're first. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
To go, but I don't know why there's no conference.
In NFC South.
I guess you just have to go here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a close division. All right.
But yeah, I think wasn't Mike Evans back, right?
Yeah, the Buccaneers have been dealing with a lot of injuries this year, and I think that's one of the main reasons why they aren't just flying away with it right now.
Yeah, Mike Evans is back.
Okay.
I don't know how long he's been out or if he's been back for a while, but I just remember going, "Oh, Mike Evans," and they were calling about him. Oh, Bucky Irving's out. I don't know. I don't know how long he's out for, but I know he got injured in the game. Like he's back.
I don't know if Bucky Irving's the guy. I don't think his redraft value next year in fantasy is going to be super high.
He's been
it's
very
going to be super high, but it's
I think he is.
He's not going to be worth it
if he can stay healthy, and that's been his whole thing this year is that he's been.
That's been the problem with the Buccaneers as a team.
Yeah, he's just not healthy. He's been injured.
Next is Seahawks Cardinals. I thought there was someone else. There was another game before them. No, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, Seahawks
Beat Cardinals. Cardinals aren't.
handedly.
They aren't going to be the team. They aren't making the playoffs, and it's going to suck because they're going to wind up with like a pick number 15 in the draft.
Yeah.
The Seahawks are, I guess, they're on top of the division right now, and their defense has apparently been pulling it out from what I hear. So I didn't get to see a whole lot of this game.
No, I didn't watch.
But do you think, with everything wrong with the Cardinals, that the Marvin Harrison Jr. pick was a bad pick in retrospect?
No, because he's young and you can improve next year still, right? You improve. I don't know what's going on with the Cardinals. Is their offensive line or I don't watch enough.
I have a feeling it's a combination of things. I mean, they've pulled off 6 wins, and they've pulled off some really close last-minute wins too. They've been kind of clutch this year randomly.
Yeah.
If it weren't for those wins, they'd be looking way worse.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Seahawks, I don't think they're making a deep playoff push. I think they might win in the wild card and then lose in the divisional round.
Yeah.
But I just don't see them doing much. But they're on top of the division now. Let's see who we got. Oh, so this is the Bills-Rams game.
Rams, yeah, great. It was a great game. Puka Nacua, crazy. Really talented. I think Robinson got hurt. R.I.P. Hope he gets healthy. You know, old DeMarcus.
Oh yeah, he played for the Chiefs there for a little bit.
Yeah, it was a good game. You know, Josh Allen tried.
That shit was non-stop action.
Yeah.
Man, I hate working so damn much, dude.
It was a good game.
I would have loved to seen that. You know, it'll pop up on NFL on YouTube in a year.
Yeah, it can't. I mean, it is to be fair. I mean, it's it kind of is closer than it or it wasn't as close as it looks towards the end. That was like they scored a last second touchdown, had to get the onside kick, sort of thing to win. Like so they still had to recover the onside kick, and then they would have had to get into field goal range. I think they end up punting it back to them, and then there being no time left by the time the ball even hit the ground. Was where it ended up at. They tried to onside kick, didn't get it, and then they ran 3 times. Bills had like 2 timeouts left, so I mean they tried, but it wasn't like he didn't have the ball last. He didn't have a chance really to win it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Rams kind of stuck it to him.
I'm kind of surprised that the Rams beat the Bills, really. Because the Rams haven't been great this year. This is their first year in over a decade without Aaron Darnold, and their defense has been a bit lackluster as a result.
Yeah,
they've pulled out 7 wins, but they've been dealing with injuries. Puka and Cooper Kupp have both constantly been in and out, being hurt.
They're healthy, looking healthy.
Yep, when they're out there at the same time, it's crazy.
Yeah. And I mean, Rams are looking good. I mean, it obviously, they're got something that's not good, But we'll see. I mean, Bears 49ers kind of expected.
Bears. This is a bad season. Caleb Williams isn't getting Rookie of the Year. The team as a whole looks busted. Their offensive line is their biggest issue, and they're going pure offensive line in the draft. Just kidding. They're going to draft another wide receiver in the first round that they don't need.
No, they're going QB.
They're going to go QB. All right, let's start it over.
Yeah.
If they're smart, they'll go either. They're going to build in the trenches and either work on their defense or get an offensive line. But we'll see. The 49ers, on the other hand, which is so weird for them, they just aren't. It's weird. They kind of thought they were going to take this division at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah,
they're so mid.
They're mid. Yeah,
They're
They've been dealing with a lot of injuries. They are top. When I was talking about, I think I sent you that link about the cap, like the amount of money on IR, like in 49ers, I think, are top. And then Eagles are the lowest.
Yeah.
I don't know about after this week. I don't know how the injuries went for you guys, but
The 49ers are another one of those teams like the Chargers who always have injury issues. When they're healthy, they make deep playoff runs.
yeah.
But they aren't always healthy. I remember, I want to say it was 2016, 2017, that there were so many injuries on the 49ers that both of their starting quarterbacks were hurt. Both of their starting wide receivers were hurt. 3 of their offensive linemen were hurt. Their starting running back was hurt. Like two of their starting linebackers, 2 of their defensive linemen, both of their corners, 1 of their safeties, like the entire team, and the ambulance broke down on the way to the stadium one time. And it was just like, damn, dude, like this team is injured. And they're just always one of those teams that can't stay healthy. It's that California air, man. You know? And so, you lived out there. But no, I just feel like the 49ers they're just not the team this year.
Yeah. No, definitely.
It's kind of over, and there's still a chance or whatever.
But they're calling to fire Shanahan, which is insane. Like,
no,
there's so many fans calling to
fix
fire
the
Shanahan.
field. If you're no, it's not Shanahan. Either that or
I don't understand how
spend more money on fucking doctors.
It's beyond me how you would fire a coach that's gotten you to the Super Bowl twice. Graham lost it, but it's against the Chiefs.
What are you talking about? You're a Thunder fan. That's what we did.
Hmm.
We had a really good head coach, and we fired his ass because our team got hurt.
Anyways,
that's whenever I stopped paying attention to the Thunder.
Chargers Chiefs. Another typical Chiefs win. Down to the wire, doinked, left off the left side.
There's not excuses anymore. There's no excuses. There's no refs. There's no bullshit. It's just, goddamn, it's inevitable. I just hate it. All right, so Bengals Cowboys.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was not a bad game, but I just feel like, man, it's wild that the Chiefs are doing so well when this is one of the worst iterations of the Chiefs.
I don't think we're as bad as people think.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm comparing them to previous Chiefs with Tyreek Hill and shit, and Prime Clyde and stuff. Like, there were really good Chiefs teams.
Yeah.
And it just Rasheed isn't here. Is Pacheco back? Pacheco's back.
Pacheco's back. Yeah.
That's cool. But there's a lot of people who aren't here that are stars.
Yeah, Brown and really, I think Omenahu's back soon, or he is back.
I like DeAndre Hopkins on the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I think that's a match made in heaven.
I think people are still just playing it. They don't want Mahomes to open it up over the top, But I don't know why they're worried about that. He's been overthrowing a lot of balls this year. His accuracy hasn't been super great in a lot of times.
I think that's why they don't want him to open it up over the top.
But I mean, why not let him if he's been?
That's why. That's why we're not letting him. He does that.
Well, why wouldn't you let him if he overthrows it?
Because he overthrows it. That's why I wouldn't let him open it up over the top either. I'd be like, dude, every time you do that, you miss.
No, I'm saying the opposing defenses. I think the defenses.
Oh.
Like the opposing defenses are.
I thought you were talking about the coaching.
No.
The play calling.
Opposing defenses are still.
Oh yeah, they don't need to worry about that deep ball at all.
Yeah, I don't think so until he proves otherwise, which I'd love to see.
Yeah, I would just be like, look, guys, we're already losing. Let's just push everybody up. Let one guy get deep and see if he can do it.
I think what do you think what are the odds that it's just Mahomes like trying to bait people into just being like, okay, he's been missing all year, and he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna miss some because I know we're gonna win anyways.
Oh my God! I mean, that's some 40-ass chess.
I
believe it.
Just imagine,
I believe the hell out of that.
Like, just fucking playoff start, and he just starts fucking just diming people.
Nailing.
Xavier Worthy streaking.
Well, think about it. I remember so many times, like, MVS would just be, he would launch this deep fucking ball, and MVS would fucking drop it, But it's there. It's hitting him. And these are big games. He did that to the Eagles.
Yeah.
He did that to the Bills.
But now, this year.
But now he's got Worthy. Now he's got DeAndre Hopkins.
But this year he's throwing the ones that aren't getting close to him.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing is he might be doing what you're saying. He's kind of getting used to it. And so once playoffs hit, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna nail Xavier Worthy going right up the middle. Just he goes in and then goes up, and I'm just gonna boop, and he's going to catch it, and it's going to be a touchdown. I'm going to do that 3 times this game,
Yeah.
and then we're going to go to the AFC Championship because even though who's a mid playoff team, he's going to be like, even though the Colts didn't deserve that, I did it to them anyway.
The Broncos
so,
or the Chargers?
Man, Broncos.
Okay.
Anyway, before we move on,
Yeah.
since these are both divisional guys, there's looking at 3 teams from the AFC West making the playoffs.
Yep.
Everybody but the Raiders. I'm sure you're very happy about that. You know, I'm sure you're not happy that 2 opponents are making it to the playoffs, but I'm sure you are happy that at least one is not.
They won't
So.
make it to the. They won't make it to the past the wild card round.
I think Broncos stand a chance.
Yeah, we have to look at this to see what it stands right now, who they might play.
And then Bengals, Cowboys.
Yeah. I mean, I would have taken the Bengals if I was betting. I didn't think it was gonna be that close.
This looks like I would have.
Jamar Chase had a crazy game.
Dude, yeah, he exploded. Jamar Chase in fantasy next year. I'm top 2, top 3 pick. I'm getting him as early as I can.
That's why I'm mad I got screwed by the picking this year.
The what? The keeper?
Yeah, the keeper picks. I'm doing it like that because I the first time.
Well, hey,
how
do you think I feel about fucking Saquon?
But someone kept Saquon.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Someone kept Jamar.
No, but I'm saying I'm not. No, but I'm just the I don't know. I just feel screwed by it. I didn't know someone kept Jamar.
You just want to be a victim.
Yeah,
no. Who has it? Skylar. Skylar kept Jamar. That was his keeper, and then he drafted
What's crazy?
someone else.
Number one. It's Josh. Well, Josh Allen might be number 1 now. It was since Raiders were off.
Oh my God! You know what's crazy?
Lamar was number 1 by a mile.
Do you remember how the panic there in late August when we were like, "Oh, someone's getting Christian McCaffrey for free."
Yeah. Yeah. True.
You remember that? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
But no, I think the Bengals are officially out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Man.
Maybe not though. Like we'll have to look.
There
Let's
might
see,
be
okay.
like
Where'd that
there's
be?
playoffs. Where's
Team odds.
the standings?
More. Playoff machine.
Playoff machine. We can't call it a picture, so.
Okay, here we go. So they have Denver playing, but oh yeah, Denver's not making it past the. See, that's what I mean. If this is where it ends up at, they're not making it past the wild card game.
Nah, that's fine. Nah, that's fine. I you know what? I have a lot more faith in Denver than you do.
And then, oh wow, you guys have. When's the Philly Commanders game? Is it this week?
Is it this week? I don't think so. I think it's next week. Well, hold on. There's. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Go back. There they are right there at the top.
Oh.
We are playing
Steelers.
That's gonna be a good game. There's the Commanders.
16 and 18, right?
And no, we're playing the Giants there. We've already played them once.
Oh yeah, you guys won, right?
Yeah, we won.
Yeah.
But I think we weren't playing against Jaden Daniels. I don't think. I think that was the week he was hurt, and it was just like it just didn't feel like a good win.
Okay, but
I haven't felt good about a lot of our wins this year. That's why I don't.
So
yeah.
This will be this is 16. So next week will be that'll be a good game. But yeah, Chiefs. This is the only thing. That's why we're not clinched for first seed yet because we still have a hard matchup. 16, 17, 18. We play Steelers, or no, I think it's where we at? Texans, yeah, Texans, Steelers, Broncos.
What I don't like, what really bugs me is it just doesn't feel like genuine concern. You know, you're just like, oh, but it's because I remember
I'm not
a month and
about
a
this
half
week.
ago. Because a month and a half ago, we spent 10 minutes talking about how the Chiefs were going to go undefeated.
Okay, so I'm not worried.
And now you're just like, I don't know if we even get the seed, man.
No, I'm just saying it's not clinched because we do have the hardest, and it depends on what happens. So this game matters a lot, right? If Buffalo can win, then that's gonna. If Buffalo loses here, then we clinch. But
Yeah.
if
That's a huge game, actually.
actually,
Is that
maybe-
this week?
Maybe we don't clinch still. I don't know. It doesn't say clinching anything. I don't know if it shows clinched or not. But Well, they'd be 10-4. We'd be 13-1. Oh no, because if we lose out and they win out still. So if we lose 16, 17, 18, and either of these teams win out.
Do you see that happening though?
Let's see. So I see. I think you guys should beat the Steelers.
Let's talk about you.
And
Do you think they? Okay, so do you think they beat the Browns this week?
oh yeah, no, yeah. Browns this week easy. Yeah.
How do you feel as a fan if they drop this week? If Jameis Winston goes off 350 yards, 4 touchdowns, and Mahomes throws 2 picks and 180 yards, and that's most of the game.
I would, I guess, feel like Browns have a good defense.
Oh wow, that it looked like it really kind of hurt to say that. That are you okay?
No,
Did it
I
feel like
I think my biggest thing would be just how the loss looked. Yeah, like if we just got blown out, then obviously I'd be concerned. But I wouldn't be concerned. I would wait. Like
yeah
losing 1 week and coming back from it happens all the time.
yeah
Like
that happens.
it's
Yeah.
not like it's you know.
I don't think they lose the #1 seed for that. I don't think they're losing this week. I think
No,
the Chiefs are
no.
going to be fine
I
this week.
think we beat the Texans. The Texans have been
Texans have been on a really
yeah,
bad
and
slide.
I think that clinches. Then I don't think. I think no matter what, as long as we win this, if we win these next 2 weeks, then we clinch the 1 seed because I think no matter what, Bills win out, Steelers they win out. We'll say, even if let's say we lose here to the Steelers, that way we lose both head-to-head matchups. Just to see the Bills, and then would be the Steelers. And if we lose, still 14-3 to 13-4, yeah. Yeah. So as long as we win 15-16, it doesn't matter. The last 2 weeks don't matter. But I don't think we're sitting. We might sit starters week 18, and then take the bye as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we sit 17. That'd be insane, right? To sit your starters 2 weeks in a row.
If you clinched it on week 16 for somehow some mathematical thing that it was just like, oh, Chiefs
if we win.
But I just feel like they might drop one of these games just for the drama.
If we win the Browns and the Texans games, if we win those 2 games, and the Bills lose, to the Lions, then we clinch. If the Bills drop 1 more, and we win 2 more,
it's over. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's even with. I think that's with the Steelers winning
So,
every week. Also, let me see if the.
How do you feel if the Chiefs go into the Texans game and then see, Andy Reid and Mahomes go up to the refs and they're like, hey, you guys got us this game, right? And the refs are like,
yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
okay,
we got you.
Hell yeah.
And then they don't.
Then
they betray them.
If we lose to the Texans and then if we lose to the Texans
and Steelers win
out.
Hey, have us beat the Steelers.
Okay, then Chiefs take it. That's what I'm saying. The Steelers have to win out every week to get
I don't want that.
That includes beating the Chiefs.
I want us to win.
They have to win out and beat the Chiefs, obviously, if they're going to win out. And the Chiefs have to lose 1, or have to lose 2. Oh no, I have this with the Chiefs winning that. Losing there. And losing to the Texans, yeah. So we have to lose 2. And they have to win out.
Have the Chiefs go to week 18 and have the Chiefs lose to the Broncos.
So we lose the 3 out of the next 4.
That's good to see. I like that.
Still second seed.
Yeah,
though.
get wrecked.
But that's with the Bills. I mean, so if the Bills
going into the playoffs with everybody like, what happened to Chiefs Kingdom?
But I think realistically, what happens is obviously this.
Actually leave that. That actually makes a lot of sense if they're resting their starters.
Yeah. I think this is probably here's what I think's gonna happen. Let me see. Bills, Patriots, obviously. Let's be real. I don't think they beat the Ravens. And then I don't think they're gonna beat the Chiefs. But let's give them the W because it's at home. Yeah, this is probably the Bills. probably what happens for the 1, 2, 3 seed. I don't know about the Chargers though. Let's see. Chargers versus Broncos. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. Or it might not be. Chargers versus Bucks. Maybe I'll take Chargers. Let's see. What about the Eagles? Let's see. So you got the Eagles winning.
We went out.
The Lions winning. Do you think Lions beat the Bills?
Man, that's a really good game. That's this week, right?
Yep. That.
Yeah, I don't think the Bills. I don't think they're as good. They just dropped it to the Rams, and Josh Allen had to play. You know, he had to ball out.
So you think you beat Washington next week?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then who do you got? Oh, Cowboys. Yeah, at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Giants.
We dropped the Giants game. No, we do. We don't. We're not playing our starters.
You don't think? Do you think you're just fine with the two? Oh yeah, 'cause you have the 2 seed.
I think at this point we realize that if the Lions lose to the Vikings, which they do, we're not making it anyway.
No, you have the 2 seed no matter what.
Exactly. So we're not. I don't want to. I'm not putting fucking Saquon and Jalen in harm's way that game.
If the Lions drop this, then you go for it. Oh, you don't have it over.
Oh well, you still have us losing. Go back to week 18.
No, hold on, man. Let me finish up. Let's do Vikings. Let's see Vikings. Sure they on
They're
top.
down bottom right.
Okay. Oh yeah, they win that.
Middle Seahawks.
Actually, that's
I think Vikings take that one. I don't think the Seahawks are as good. They're leading their division right now, but I don't think they're as good.
Vikings Green Bay.
Now, that's a good game. I think Green Bay takes that one. Yeah.
And then week 8. Okay, and then let's see if you're fighting for the 1 seed.
If we're fighting for the 1 seed and we beat the Giants, but I just feel like statistically, if the Lions lose any of these games, we're just not going to make it. We're just not going to get the 1 seed. Or if they win any of all of these games, if they lose any, we have a shot.
You have a shot, right?
That's what I mean to say.
Yeah, this weekend, if the Lions lose to the Bills and you beat the Steelers, and if Eagles beat the Steelers and the Bills beat the Lions, then you guys have a chance to the 1 seed, which is both of you win next week. You win and Lions win, and then Lions have to drop it to the
Vikings.
To the Vikings.
They still got to lose a couple times.
No, they only have to lose just to the Bills, and then they have to lose to the Bills, and they have to lose to the Bills here, and then lose to the Vikings. But you both, I assume, would be playing to win, because if they win, you get the 1 seed. If you lose, but do you think Minnesota? It doesn't matter for them at this point if they win. Let's see. If they win here, then it matters, I assume. Oh yeah. Ooh. So
well, that's the Vikings winning out though.
Yeah.
And us losing a couple.
No, that's not you losing any. That's it. So the Vikings.
So the Vikings win out. We win out.
It's down to, honestly, it's this game. You basically, you have to have a weird way to get to it. But if that's the case, do you think the Vikings try and steal the 1 seed from the Lions, or do they rest their starters along with the Lions resting their starters? Because no matter what happens in that scenario, there's a scenario where no matter what happens in this, they're the 5th seed.
Yeah.
Minnesota is. That's with here. This wrong one. This just gives them the. Do you think they try and get the Lions?
Oh, they're locked in at 5, and they can
No
steal it from the Lions.
They can steal the 1 seed from the Lions, but they're already locked in at 5, so they could just rest, and the Lions would still start.
Well, I think the only reason they're locked in at 5 is because you haven't done Washington, and there's other playoff teams.
Yeah, true. You're right. I'm high. There's a lot.
Yeah, I know. That's why. Yeah, but in the situation where these other teams take the week off, yeah, for sure. and get locked in at 5 and do that. But I do, but I think 5th seed is just low enough that the 7th and 6th seed are going to be kind of like relevant. Quick.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Panthers.
Panthers.
Hell yeah. Washington.
Bengals. Probably doesn't matter. I don't know if Bengals are in the hunt or not though.
Ooh, Green Bay.
Okay.
Sorry, Seattle. I'm really rooting against Seattle, apparently.
Falcons. Let's see. We'll get the Falcons. Bengals. That's biased, but.
Wait, what? Oh, that one?
This one. The
Um,
Eagles or the Raiders might be able to win that game.
yeah, give it to the Raiders.
Fine.
And actually, give it to the Texans this week.
To the Texans?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. I just got through last week where I picked them to. Okay. I'm not a Cardinals believer, obviously.
I got you. That's fine. I understand. Wait, no. Let the Raiders win. Derek Carr doesn't get his revenge game.
He'd probably be injured. He's out.
True, but let the Saints win. He's not even playing.
Okay. Texans. Falcons. Bucks. Yeah. That's gonna be a good game. I think
Ooh.
Rams are getting hot. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I agree.
Washington.
Well, as long as everybody's healthy.
Dolphins. Okay.
Oh, see, Minnesota's in the 6th seed now. Green Bay moved up.
Yeah.
Have them lose to the Bears. Green Bay drops it last week. So that's a big game. That's
Okay.
going to decide who's playing who.
So yeah, okay. This situation. So if this is the situation that they're in,
It still happens.
They're
Yeah.
locked in to 5th seed.
Mm-hmm.
That no matter what, all they're doing is if they win, they steal it, the 1st seed from the Lions. Do you think that they?
We'll change it over to Green. So here's the thing. That's, okay.
Them winning puts them into the 5th seed.
Yeah.
It-
So
this-
I think it's done by time. Like I think that the San Francisco and the Cardinals game is the last game played this season, which means that it's a Monday night game, and the Green Bay Bears game is Sunday night, which means that all of this stuff it gets decided in the afternoon, and this isn't actually going to be determined until after the Packers win or lose. So I don't know if Minnesota really gets the choice to be like, oh, we're going to go for it, because they don't really. It still isn't up to them. It's up to whether or not the Packers drop it to the Bears, which is unlikely.
Okay, so even if the Bears, it's still the same thing. Win or lose, them being that's still the same. They're still stealing. Like so if they win, and the Packers lose, they're still in the playoffs either way, right?
Yeah. They're still in the playoffs. It's just a matter of opponents. It really is just like, well, whether or not they want to play the Rams or the Bucks.
That's not changing anything if they win, right? So if they lose,
Yeah, it's just about if they lose.
yeah.
Yeah, just give it to the Packers because I really don't see them dropping that week.
But still, either way,
Either way, no, yeah, yeah. I still think the Vikings are going to try and go for it. I think they're going to rest their starters. You know, because I mean, there's a chance they may have to play Detroit later.
So here's how did Buffalo get in the 1st seed?
All those Raiders wins.
Wait, what?
It's a mathematical thing,
happened?
man.
Oh wait, what do I have? That's why.
Oh, because you were trying to see how to get the Steelers.
Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah. Yeah, we win there, we win here, we win here, and then I think we probably we lose because we're resting.
But this is pure just like I don't think the Eagles are getting the 1st seed. I do think that the Lions are going to get it.
You don't think the Eagles win out?
No. I don't think.
You don't think the Lions drop to the Bills?
I don't think the Lions are going to drop to the Bills. I don't think the Bills are as good. I think Josh Allen's great, but I think the Bills have too many holes. and they lost to a very mid Rams team.
It's gonna be a good game.
I'm sorry, the Rams just aren't. They aren't the Super Bowl winning Rams. The first year they had Matt Stafford. This is also one of. No, this isn't the best iteration of the Los Angeles Rams, in my opinion. It's really good. Puka and Cooper, that's great. But no, Aaron Donald makes a huge difference on that defense, and
Yeah.
it's shown a few times. Their offense has to keep up.
Yeah, but
So
they're doing a good job of it.
yeah, but they shouldn't be. It shouldn't be so heavy upon them to do so.
Yeah.
So, for this next week, Thursday nights the Rams and the 49ers. It's tomorrow night.
Let's go.
I think that's what tickets as low as $48
On Prime.
on Prime. Yo, does this actual like tickets to the game?
I think so,
How
yeah.
much is that? Go back to the previous screen. Oh wait, you can leave it here actually. There's a game coming up that was two real bad. The Jaguars game. Who were they playing?
The Jags, Jets. $18.
Yeah, $18. I was wondering how low that was. Apparently that Tennessee-Cincinnati game is real cheap, which is crazy. $20 to see Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase just beat the shit out of the Titans. Hell yeah, man.
I'm down.
I'm down. I don't care about playoff implications. I already know who's gonna win. I think Los Angeles is taking tomorrow night. I think the 49ers just aren't the same team. But at the exact same time, it's a divisional game, and these two tend to really go at each other and play each other rough sometimes. There was a Rams 49ers game, I believe it was 2016, that was a Thursday night game that some said it was the best game all season. And it was a high scoring affair. I missed it. I don't even remember. I know I didn't see it because I was like, oh shit. Because I remember thinking it was going to be kind of a mid game.
Yeah.
And it wound up being crazy good. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't feel like the 49ers are just that good this year. Everybody's beat up and hurt, and the Rams are kind of on a streak. They're kind of hot right now.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I'm giving it to the Rams. I think it's easy.
Yeah, I think the Rams take it. I know San Francisco's at home. It'll be interesting. I just don't think the San Francisco's offense is going to be able to keep up. Even though the Rams defense will probably, give them opportunities to. I just think, yeah, like you said, I just don't think that they're as good as they want to be this year, and they're kind of, they're in that, they're kind of middling right now, where they have the opportunities to be good, but just kind of can't seem to get together.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I follow a 49ers person on Facebook, and he's having a rough go of things this year. So Kansas City, Cleveland. I think Cleveland's about to get its shit kicked in at home, but it is Jameis though. What if he just memes his way into a win over the Chiefs? My question is, do you smell trap game in this at all?
I don't. The trap game thing, no, because I don't think the Chiefs offense has been like. If it was the Lions, sure, whatever. But like.
That's not a trap game then. Though.
No, I mean like if we're the Lions or going in playing the Browns, then yeah, sure. Like the Browns have the opportunity right now to win against a good team. I think that they can. I just don't think that the Chiefs have been really that like.
No, they have a good chance to win against a good team, just not your.
No. I'm saying that saying it's a trap game is acting like the Chiefs have been blowing teams out of the water and stuff, and Cleveland hasn't been close in games this year. You know what I mean?
No, that's not what. No, a trap game.
Cleveland's a good team. They're not like an awful. They have talent.
I think
Jerry Judy's kind of going crazy in this last cut with Winston. You know what I mean?
He got dropped in our league. I picked his ass up that next day. I was like, oh my goodness. It's like they don't know who Jameis Winston is. That boy's about to just start throwing that ball. That's why I picked up Charles Tillman that 1 week. Didn't help. I think I still dropped it. Man. But let's see. I think. I, I mean, I guess I get your point that it's like if the Chiefs were blowing people out and Cleveland was looking like the Titans or the Jaguars, then yeah, But they're kind of looking like a decent enough team that they could win a couple games to the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I wouldn't say it's a trap, and it's not like the Chiefs have been like this great offense. We've been very mistake prone. We've gotten a lot of penalties. We're not very efficient on like our drives lately. We haven't scored in the third quarter, I think, and it's been a long time.
So they'll be most likely picking like number 24 in the draft.
Who?
The Chiefs.
No,
And
32.
so no, incorrect.
Why?
Well, they trade back, I guess.
What have they? Has it changed? I always thought the Super Bowl winner picks last in the draft. Did that change?
So where do you
like
think
that-
that they're where do you think that they're getting with the 20th pick in the draft?
20th pick now. Holy!
They lose out the rest of the season and drop the wild card.
Wow.
No, I don't think. I think the Chiefs are fine. I just think, man. So the thing is like I feel like in sports, in all sports, there's just intangibles. There's just like this aura, this spirit about it, where it's just like you can't really put a number on it. You can't really quantify it. You can't really say, well, statistically, because like the Chiefs have been doing some crazy shit this year. And pulling out these wins, people would blame the refs, and it's not the fucking refs. It's a field goal. It's something that the refs can't change, and it's going in. It's blocked field goals. They are pulling out some of the craziest, the most entertaining finishes that it's like you really can't even say it's scripted because it's just like, dude, it's just wild. They can't control some of this shit.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the Chiefs have this weird X factor about them that's very tough to overcome. And so I think they're going to be fine. I don't really think they're going to lose the 1 seed personally.
No.
They may drop a game.
I think the Bills losing to the Rams made it really hard for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I can see us definitely like if we lose this week, then obviously we're not gonna sit anybody the last week. I don't think, because if we lose this week, then it's probably gonna come down to the last week for the 1 seed. I guess it just depends on this week and what happens with the Bills Rams or the Bills Lions.
Man, that's gonna be a crazy game.
If the Bills just get smacked by the Lions, then like even if we lose, I think we have a pretty clear shot to the 1 seed. Even if we have room to drop more.
Do you find yourself in panic town if they get the 2 seed?
No.
So you're not worried about it if they have to play one extra game?
No. I mean, I think it's crazy, how much extra football the Chiefs have played comparatively to all these other teams, and like, that we played almost an extra season for what it's true. It's not. It's still football. You know what I mean?
Some players don't ever even make it to the playoffs.
I know,
in their entire careers, and you're just like, my players have to play extra seasons because they're so good.
They've brought it up themselves that like it sucks that like they have to play like this whole with the expectation to go into having we have an early bye and like the hardest late season schedule of like we're playing 3 playoff teams in a row going into the playoffs.
Are you talking about here at the end of the season?
Yeah.
They're playing the Steelers and who else?
The Texans and the Broncos.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And we just played the Chargers.
Yeah. And they've had there was a stretch where they had to play like the Ravens and someone else.
The beginning of the season was.
Okay, yeah. I thought didn't we go over that? We just said that we thought the second half of the season was really easy.
It was supposed to be the beginning of the season.
But now that it's been a month since we've recorded.
Well, the division.
We're looking at it now.
The Chiefs division is better than I expected.
You know why? It's the Mahomes effect. It's because they're having to play Mahomes twice a year. They're having to beef up and have to compete with the curve. And because of the curve, they're just starting to get better than the rest of the AFC.
I think it's coaches too. Like as much as I don't like Peyton. I don't mind.
I don't like Sean Payton.
I don't like Harbaugh, or I don't hate Harbaugh. Like
I'm indifferent.
I'm indifferent. I think he's kind of weird, and I think he's probably like I don't know. he's some rich dude I want to get along with.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
kind of where I'm just like, man, yeah, he's just a rich guy.
but I think that Peyton's a good coach, obviously, in the sense of being a coach.
But I think he's not a great. I think I already wasn't a big fan of the whole bounty thing.
No.
But then for me, what really, because he started making fun of the Viking skull clap and then dropped that game. And that's whenever I was like, dude, fuck this clown. I was like, forget this guy.
Yeah. No, I think he's a clown. Absolutely, I won't disagree with that.
But his teams are good. You know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like that's not. I think I didn't expect Sean Payton and Harbaugh to come in and make an immediate difference within. Oh, I didn't expect Sean Payton to do anything with the Russell Wilson shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of figured
Like,
he'd be held down, but
yeah.
dude, I knew I kind of had a feeling that the Bo Nix
You
pick.
did. You did.
Yeah. I'm
That
a
was
I'm
your-
a Bo believer.
Yeah. I still think obviously he doesn't get Rookie of the Year, but
No. Man, if he has some crazy games to finish the season, you know, if he's dropping 300 yards and 5 touchdowns to close out the year, and if they beat the Chiefs in Week 18 doing it,
yeah.
do you think he might have a shot at Rookie of the Year if he just has a crazy stretch here at the end?
Yeah. You think so?
Okay. Okay. It would just have to be that crazy scenario. I think Jaden Daniels has it locked down.
Yeah, I think that's another thing too is that Jaden Daniels would have to
He'd have to
he'd
drop
have to
it.
have some bad games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared to try this one
Why?
because it's just.
Oh, it's the energy drink one that's
Yeah.
laced with fentanyl. Yeah.
King Palm's just in there fucking. All right, well, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's do. No. It's just energy drink flavored, whatever that means.
Cracked it, but I don't know.
All
Oh,
right.
there it is.
So, I think we both are gonna.
Oh, it just tastes like a monster. Like it tastes
Okay, so that's why it's energy drink flavored, is because
Like, it
they
tastes like an energy drink flavor. Yeah.
can't put Monster on the label. That's like pretty. I mean, so I remember.
Well, it's Red Rain. I don't know what Red Rain is, but I assume that's an actual brand.
How do you feel about? Do you like logos and stuff? Do you care about branding, marketing, or anything like that?
Like on my shit.
No, just in general. Just like if you saw, like, how do you feel about the Monster logo?
Oh, like
The
do I
three-
get,
the
am I
three
like
claw
oh I like
marks.
this logo? Like do I think like how do I feel about logos when making marketing decisions?
Yeah, 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 that
retail
sort of thing.
decisions?
Because that
I don't give a
logo's
shit.
that logo's been around for like 20 some years. That
Yeah.
shit's iconic at this point for people with heart conditions. You know.
Yeah, no, I don't really pay much attention to like branding. At least not. I'm sure subconsciously, I guess I do. I probably fall victim to the
Oh.
shit that they design it to. You know.
I mean, I just dive into it. I'm just like, man, where did this come from? Who came up with this idea?
But
You
I
know
don't-
they put that arrow in FedEx in there on purpose. You know, that sort of shit.
Yeah, no, I don't really like think about logos more than like when I'm like, oh, this one has a cool logo. I want to buy it instead. Like I don't.
I don't, yeah. I just, whenever I think about, like, how just everywhere it is. Anyway, back to football. I think we both agree that Cincinnati is probably going to take over Tennessee. All right, do you see a world
Yeah.
where Tennessee wins this?
Yes, but no.
Dude, yeah, I don't. I really just don't. I don't think Tennessee's that good of a team.
It's on my wish board.
I
If
think.
that's what you're asking.
What do you
So
think?
it's on my vision board.
We're gonna be getting close to we're gonna be getting close to the you're gonna manifest Tennessee winning for no reason. You just to get the Bengals out. Do you? So we're getting close to draft time, and you don't pay attention to any other team other than the Chiefs. So do you think? What do you think the Titans are gonna do in the draft?
Ooh, good question. You know,
They're gonna be picking real high.
QB probably, right?
They're already getting rid of Will Levis.
Isn't he already like?
It's not a strong QB draft. Do you think they go like what, Quinn Ewers?
What do you think they just go offensive line?
They would have, in my opinion, I think they have to, but they just got a new offensive lineman in this last one. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think there's a lot of. I think their defense might not be that great. I mean, Snead's out. You know, he's hurt. There's injuries all over the place. If they can get their guys healthy, then maybe. But they need young guys, and they just don't have the picks. They need to start moving people around and start figuring something
Yeah.
out.
I don't pay.
They need to start landing
Yeah.
in the draft.
If I watch more Tennessee football, You know, maybe I would have a better answer. I don't watch enough to kind of know what's their ailments they're having. You know, it kind of seems like their offense and their defense sucks.
Yeah, it kind of seems
So,
like they suck,
Yeah,
and they have a lot of holes to
yeah,
fix.
they're just
And
like in a really
it's
bad
gonna be a
place.
second until they
Yeah.
get it together. Yeah, I agree. All right, so we got Washington and New Orleans.
Yeah.
Um, Carr's not playing, so does New Orleans have a shot?
No.
Okay.
No, definitely not. I think
Who is it? Is it Spencer Rattler again?
no, I think they probably they wasn't Spencer Rattler that took over. It was wait, who's the other guy?
I forgot. I don't know.
I can't remember his name.
I don't watch enough New Orleans football.
Yeah. It's like a Danucci.
Oh yeah, I know that name. Oh yeah, he just
Oh,
came
and
in.
Jake Hain are behind Spencer Rattler now. Spencer Rattler's all the way down at fourth string.
Ooh, man, that he's just so damn good at losing his job.
So
I think Washington's gonna take that one.
yeah.
I think that's an easy call. I think
Oh, yeah.
Washington's playoff bound. They'd have to play bad, but I don't think they're playing bad right now.
No.
So next is Baltimore, New York. Does this smell like trap game at all?
No.
No? You don't think there's a reality? Oh, they're playing in MetLife.
Then
Meadowlands.
absolutely not. Then absolutely not.
No. Well, the thing is like, what if they're playing in New York? What are the chances someone gets hurt?
Well, how hurt? Like what happens? Like the lights go off?
No,
and
like
then-
someone tears an ACL because of the field.
on at Baltimore, like something like
They're not in Baltimore. They're in New York.
No, I know. I'm saying you're saying on the Ravens.
On Baltimore, yeah. What if Lamar goes down? You know, or Derrick Henry? I think New York, that field is a fucking problem, and I always get worried about teams playing on it.
Yeah,
And
I would honestly hate to see that if either one of those got injured.
I'm just like, that could really impact their entire chances. That's such a huge risk just taking that team that late.
Yeah, you remember how how all the teams were like, oh, we're not playing in Mexico on that field, you know? Like, what if like the NFL got together and they were like, we're not playing in New York on that field?
I think if a star quarterback just takes a snap, drops back, and just falls down in agony because he tore some sort of ligament, and it's on like Sunday night football, and he's like the face of the league, and he plays for Kansas City. Then
Oh, well, good thing we're not playing in New York.
if Patrick Mahomes tears his ACL on a non-contact, completely normal fucking play in the Meadowlands, yeah, the NFL's gonna say something about it. Because I mean, not because it's like, oh, the Patrick Mahomes glazing. No, he's the face of the league,
What if
and that's
Taylor,
a bad
yeah,
fucking look for that team.
if Taylor Swift came down and like was on the field celebrating like
And tore her ACL. No.
Travis has to carry her up on the stage when he's celebrating. This is obviously at the Super Bowl. I don't know the next time it'll be hosted there, but you know, for the Super Bowl, Travis is carrying her up to the field, and then she says, "Vote for Kamala 2028."
Oh.
As she dies in his arms.
She not. Well, she just
Sorry,
tore her
passes
ACL.
out. She passes out from the
Well,
pain.
no, it's part of the show though.
Yeah.
You know.
And then she's like, "Just kidding, I'm fine." And then she
pulls out a guitar and starts playing a fucking
She
riff.
starts dancing.
She
She's
starts
an Irish
dancing.
jig, you know, jig dancing.
she forgets that she gets off the stage, and then tears the other ACL.
Oh shit! It actually was torn.
Okay, so
No, yeah, I don't think it's trap game. I think, yeah, I think.
I think
wins
Baltimore
pretty
takes
easily.
it. I hope everybody on that team stays
And
healthy.
Like you
Good
said,
luck.
as long as nothing crazy happens to Baltimore there, I don't think anything will. I think that they're gonna, you know, wear extra cleats. I don't know. I'm sure they have talks about it. You know, I feel like you know, if it's a thing, it's known. You know what I mean? Like if you're talking about it, I assume their equipment manager is talking about it.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. You know.
All right, Dallas, Carolina.
I'm taking.
This is kind of a closer game than you think
at
it is.
home. I think this is one. I think Bryce Young wins this one.
I think Carolina wins this one.
Yeah, you know, and I was. They're talking about it, Carolina. I think that they're gonna have a pretty good pick. I hope they need to get Bryce Young some weapons.
Yeah.
Thielen is not the guy. He is a guy. He's not just a guy, I'm not. You know,
He's not a Jag.
no, he's a
but
great
he's-
receiver. He's your fourth down, third down guy. Like,
But he's not your Stephon Diggs.
yeah, like
Whenever whenever they were in Minnesota and they had Kirk Cousins,
Yeah.
that's what it was
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he is. Yeah, he is a great receiver. He just needs. You need more weapons than him.
He's your number 2. He's not your number 1.
Yeah.
They need to. If I think it would be a very smart decision for Carolina to draft
Yeah.
whoever the best receiver in the draft is,
Yeah.
and just give it to their new quarterback. Well,
Adams. The
no man.
What I
Well, they do also.
who was
Well, how's their offensive line?
Carolina's?
Yeah, I thought it wasn't very good, but Chuba Hubbard is like 5th
Yeah,
and
I was
like
gonna say, I think
6th in
they've
the
been
league
doing-
in
They've been doing
rushing.
pretty decent.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
thought
they don't need to invest
from
in the
what
trenches as much.
they probably do a little bit. Like they're probably
The second
still,
round.
Yeah, they're probably still gonna. But I think they should go after whatever the best wide receiver they can get
Hmm.
first round. Like they should go after because Adam Thielen is like for me like what was it like they called it third Nettleman for Tom Brady. You know, like that's Thielen. Like he's just that like third down. Adam Thielen's gonna be. He's kind of like how you know. I think he's just one of those guys who has really good football
He's
knowledge.
a possession guy.
Yeah.
He's really good at getting the ball.
He's
getting
really
down.
good at eating up zone, like knowing where the open spot's gonna be, kind of guy. You know,
Mhm.
so it's like if him and the quarterback are on the same page, yeah, it's like yeah. But
No, I
he was
agree.
doing it all game against these
Eagles.
Yeah, and
He was beating.
and he had some crazy catches against the Chiefs too.
And he was beating our corners, and we had.
Yeah.
I mean, we wound up. They tried it again on like 3rd and 4th, and we wound up stopping it. Darius Slay was there, and that really helped. It wound up ending the game, but we.
No, the fucking. I know you would have had time left on the clock anyways for Jalen Hurts, but Leggett dropping that touchdown. That touchdown drop. That was it. Like that would have been. Come on, that's why they had a chance to win the game, and that was it.
It happened. Whatever.
If he catches that ball, not saying that the Eagles don't just run down and score a touchdown to win either way, but they're in a position to win the game. The defense comes out and can stop. Has a chance to stop the Eagles, which they had previously before. So it's not like it wouldn't have been unheard of for them to be able to stop a passing game. Because the passing game hadn't really been that hot.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but I think I definitely think Carolina can win the game. I think this is going to be the one that they find because I think they've been having a lot of encouraging losses. As some would say, like they're going to be.
Well, it looks like they're the favorites to win this game.
Like Carolina -3, yeah. Because
It's
they're
gonna
at
be
home.
close. Yeah.
Yeah. Over under is 43.5. I don't know about that.
What's that? Just
I think
20.
that
That's just 21, 20
Yeah,
points.
21 each.
21, 20 kind of game. 21, 22. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
New York,
Well,
Jacksonville.
21-24, yeah.
They have the
Yeah,
Jets as the
okay.
favorite to win this one, and yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I take the Jets.
Trevor Lawrence is out, so they're working with a B team on a. They're looking with the B squad on a B team, on a C team really. So, yeah, I kind of feel like the Jets pulled this one out. I don't really. In the long run, it really doesn't matter. Whoever wins this game is getting a worse draft pick.
Yeah.
So, but I would give it to the Jets. They're the favorites to win it anyway, so that makes sense. Do you have anything to add about this one?
No, I think you're right. I mean, it's not like New York's, they have everything. I think they're still going to be trying to win, even though, I don't know what's going to happen with is Aaron Rodgers still on contract for next year?
No.
No? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. Because they're officially eliminated, obviously. But I mean, yeah, I think they're still going to be playing to win.
Do you think Jets go quarterback in this draft, or do you think they go after?
I think you still go quarterback even if you keep Rodgers another year, right?
What if they bring back Sam Darnold?
No, I think Sam Darnold's probably going to re-sign with Vikings.
Well, here's the thing.
You don't think they might not offer him as much as other teams would, but I think he'll want to stay. Especially if they're having a.
Well, they have J.J. McCarthy who's hurt.
Yeah.
They got that rookie quarterback, but they still got a couple years on him.
Yeah.
But you don't want to wait too long, but I have a feeling that they're going to go like a Packers sort of direction where they have him sit under him for a while, like they did with Rodgers and Favre.
Yeah.
You know, and I have a feeling that they might get Kirk Cousins. I don't think it's going to be long term. I have a feeling if they re-sign him, it's going to be for like 3 years, and it's going to be really backloaded, and they're not going to pay him till the third year, and they're going to trade him before
Kirk? Do you think they're bringing Kirk back?
No, Donald.
Oh, okay. So you said Kirk Cousins.
No, did I?
Yeah.
My bad. No, I think they signed him for a 3-year deal,
Yeah.
and it's all towards the end. They get cut him before
Yeah. After a year, maybe 2, but
and then just give the keys to McCarthy and hope for the best.
yeah, we'll see though. I mean, maybe yeah.
That's the problem with the Vikings is if they're doing well, and that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
It's so hard. I guess people do it all the time. You know, like to me it'll depend on their playoff success.
Mhm.
That's what to me it'll depend on. Because if I would want I would want to keep him if I'm a fan if he got us to the Super Bowl, right? Like I don't think
Yeah.
that you get to the Super Bowl with this guy who's been running the offense and you get rid of him the next year because you have a rookie that
They could.
a second year person that you're just like, well, he was injured last year and it was going to be him.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
number 10 overall pick.
Yeah.
Do you think they move him? Do you think that they just like send him off to the Raiders or
No,
something?
I think that you at least keep Darnold for a year and then, you know, like you said, I think you sign him to a big 2-year deal, you know, like maybe like, you know, I don't know what's the going right now, 50? Are we at 55 now a year, 60 a year?
I don't know. You were always way more obsessed about other quarterbacks' contracts, you know. So always just like, well, this guy doesn't deserve this much
No,
because
they
his
don't.
last name isn't Mahomes.
No, it's not.
He hasn't
it
won a
doesn't-
Super Bowl ring,
That's
even though
the
he
thing,
does really
that's
well.
Exactly, that's what it is. It's a playoff success.
Maybe if the
about.
Chiefs gave other people a chance, maybe one of these guys could.
Playoff success, and the NFC has nothing to do with playoff success for the.
You weren't mad about any of the NFC quarterbacks. You were mad about Trevor Lawrence.
No, I was mad about Jordan Love as well.
Jordan Love is fine.
I didn't think Jordan Love did not deserve to be the highest paid quarterback at the time that he got it.
It doesn't. That is such a stupid moniker because that window is so small. It's whoever gets signed last gets to hold on to that the longest.
I'm just saying, or
It's
even
not
for
even
how much he
yeah.
got for even, I don't think that.
It's them trying to keep up with the market.
No,
It's
I
not
know,
them
yeah.
being like, oh, we're making him the highest paid ever. It's like, no, he's gonna be getting more somewhere else if we don't, you know, because other teams will pay that much.
I obviously with Jordan Love, I think that he's been fine for. You know, if he's, I just don't think that's like you said, they're trying to keep up with the market. I understand that, and they're like, oh, all these other guys are going to sign. And it's nothing against the quarterbacks, obviously, because they're just trying to get as much money as they want. I think the idea of the way that the quarterback market is stupid. That's all. I think that regardless if someone's restructuring if I'm a team owner and I'm saying, why am I paying you more than this team is paying their person who is winning Super Bowls? That's all, or making it to the Super Bowl, right? Like either I'm not saying well, I guess Brock Purdy, then I suppose Stafford, Mahomes. Allen's made it. I'd say NFC AFC championships would be minimum for me. Like I think that you'd have to get to that point for.
We should re-sign Jalen Hurts, right? He's getting paid a lot, isn't he?
Should be.
Absolutely.
Jalen Hurts should be a top 5 paid quarterback.
Man.
I'm
so happy we have a good team. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm not denying that good quarterbacks should be paid, and I think that talented young quarterbacks who haven't had continued playoff success should be getting paid as much as these guys who are having playoff success. That's all I don't think quarterbacks like Trevor Lawrence should be resetting the market for quarterbacks or even setting the market for quarterbacks.
If he does, it's for such a short amount of time.
No, but I'm saying, but he shouldn't be at all though.
Because it's gonna, as soon as you're like, he's reset the market, it's gonna be like this guy then immediately signs and he resets the market, and you're gonna be like, but he's good, so I don't mind that one.
No, I'm saying that
Yeah,
When did I say that?
like Lamar. He re-signed recently.
Yes,
Who re-signed
but
first,
Lamar
Lamar
wouldn't
or
be signed.
Trevor Lawrence?
I'm not sure.
See, that's my thing. It's like if you're going to complain about Trevor Lawrence and Lamar re-signs after, and he
Lamar
decides to
also,
set the
I also
market, but you're just like, what? But it's Lamar Jackson. It's fine, I guess. Because he is good and they've had playoff success. But he hasn't. So it's like, but no,
yes.
no, no, no. So, but just because you like it, suddenly this one's still the problem, even though he was only the highest paid quarterback for like a month.
Okay, but so if Lamar signed first, would Trevor Lawrence have asked for more money than Lamar got?
Yeah.
That's my point.
Hmm.
So what does that matter when they signed? He's still asking for more money than anyone else is making.
I'm saying if whenever somebody after
But it
someone
doesn't.
you disagree
It doesn't
with
matter.
signs.
That doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. It does matter because they're also resetting the market and becoming high paid.
But if they fit my criteria for.
But then that once
then
that
why
happens, that person isn't the highest paid anymore. They just got a huge contract.
Yes, but at the point of their signing, they're still they don't know that.
Yes, they do. They know that at some point someone's going to ask for more
so
money.
if they know, then why isn't Trevor? If Trevor Lawrence is going, I know Lamar Jackson is going to ask for is going to ask for money, and I can ask for more money than Lamar Jackson. So why don't I just wait and do that?
I feel like
Lamar at the time, Trevor Lawrence is asking for more money than any other quarterback is making. If I'm a team owner, I'm not giving Trevor Lawrence more money than any other quarterback is making because he hasn't done more than any other than these quarterbacks that he's making more than.
Trevor Lawrence is in such a bad situation. He was the best
I'm
quarterback. The thing is, he was the best quarterback of that class, and that was a really
That's
bad
fine.
class. It was. I'm not saying, just because Zach Wilson sucks, you should pay Trevor Lawrence more. I'm just saying he's in a bad situation. He's not on a great team. He came out of a bad class, so he was gonna be the number one guy. I don't think he's the best quarterback in the league. I could probably name 10 quarterbacks that are better, you know, and are more deserving of them. I would probably put Brock Purdy ahead of him,
Absolutely.
and Brock Purdy was the literal last pick of the draft.
Yes. I think that I'm not. This has nothing. I know. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is the one that's just like whatever to him wanting to get more money than everybody else. That's fine. I get it. You want to get money. I understand that, and I'm not dogging on Trevor Lawrence for getting as much money as he can. He should do that as a person. He should get as much money from these billionaire owners that he can get, and I have no problem with that. My problem is if I'm the team owner, I'm not giving it to him because he hasn't had the success. The fact that the quarterback market works, that these talented guys, I'm not saying he's not talented, but I just you're just completely like I think you're fucking your team over.
I agree. Yeah.
And I just think it's a bad practice, and I don't agree with it.
Well,
I don't think that if I'm a team owner, I'm not. I don't think that any other. If Trevor Lawrence.
I think you're gonna get. It's gonna be really hard to find a quarterback that's like gonna be like Tom Brady, who's gonna be willing to play ball and be like, I'll take less money so that way we have a better team.
No,
that's so uncommon.
I know, but I'm saying though, like, it's crazy to me that every team is going like if every team owner should. I don't know why they're not. Why whoever's running teams aren't going. I'm not gonna get. I wouldn't give Trevor Lawrence more than the current quarterback market is set at. Like even if it's no matter who it is, even if it's like Jared Goff re-signed right for however much and he's setting the top.
Wait, did he resign? Or are you being a hypothetical?
I'm just hypothetically.
Okay.
Like yeah,
I didn't. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't know if it's news or not.
Yeah.
Because that would be big. They have Hendon Hooker, that he's been their practice, their workshop guy that they've been working on. But
yeah. I'm just like whoever's the top of the market. I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, is like I am not gonna give someone, not necessarily anybody who's in the situation of what Trevor Lawrence is in, more money than these other people. Like if they're paying them this much but they just signed him last year to a 5-year deal for this long. You should be fine with whatever he's making $50 million a year. You should be fine. You're fine with $40 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting 55. You're not getting 60. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I just think it's crazy that the quarterback market is that it's like that. That somebody who's on a bad team doing nothing is then going to eat up a bunch of cap space for the next two. I know they backload it and they shift it, whatever they do to make it. They have ways so it's not like crazy. They do shit with the cap. I get that, but like you got to eat it at some point on somebody who hasn't really done much for the team in general.
I think it's fine. I think teams. I do think it's a bad call, but eventually they just do a Daniel Jones and cut him, and eat the money. Russell Wilson and trade
Exactly,
him and
but
eat the money.
Russell Wilson signed
Well,
a crazy contract like that.
Well, yeah, and that didn't work out for the Broncos. They're doing
Which
really
I'd love
bad.
to see.
They're doing really bad right now.
Well, they run on a rookie. They're doing the same thing that the Chiefs did.
They're doing fine.
Yeah.
The Broncos are actually a little underrated. They have a good defense, a young defense, and they have a rookie quarterback.
They're just basically eating. It's just imagine Russell Wilson's still on the team, but he's hurt. Is basically where they're at right now. That's probably how they're looking at it. It's
Kinda.
Our veteran quarterback. He's out there.
Do you think they
give
still
a shit
have?
about him.
Do you think they still have a spot in the locker room?
What if I'm Sean Payton? Probably. Because he has an office, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd take that bitch over with police tape or something.
Yeah.
Like or something, you know what I mean? Like I do something. Like
I feel like that'd be so petty though.
Yeah,
Just be
just
like
board it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just like put a plaque on it or something, like some petty little plaque. I don't know. I feel like they do something like that. But I don't know. And that's kind of that's the situation where they're at. Like they're in a bad situation because they're eating cap space for Russell Wilson, but it's basically like he's injured because they're running a rookie that they would have drafted anyways.
You want to try this one? This is the a strawberry sunrise by Moondust. Moonrock joint. It's infused.
Ooh.
Yes.
Tasty.
I was not ready for it.
Yeah. Anyways, we digress.
Put that out real quick.
It's
We'll come back to that. So, where are we at? We were at Miami, Houston. We both went Jets.
Yeah. Scroll up a little bit. Yeah, Miami, Houston. Yeah, we both went Jets. Miami, Houston.
I think Miami has a shot to win this one.
I do too, actually.
I think this is going to be a pretty close game. Houston's the favorite to win, but I do feel like Miami could. They could pull something out,
Yeah.
But this could also be like a 38-13 game, where one side just like dominates the other one. I mean that's very equally as likely, but honestly, I'm going Miami.
Yeah. I think
Houston. I think the sophomore slump is in full effect. I don't think C.J. Stroud's pulling it out this year.
I think I'm gonna give it. I'd give it to Houston. I think still.
Is Houston gonna win? Who's on top in their division right now? It's them, isn't it?
I don't think anymore, right?
Is it the Colts?
I know it is them. Oh yeah, they're still winning. Their Colts are doing.
How bad is that division looking? I can't really see it on my screen.
So there you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not coming out. It would take the Texans to just completely drop it and the Colts to win out.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I don't know, who do the Texans play? Oh yeah, so if Texans lose this week and then they play the Chiefs next week, I mean, could be a different. So it depends on this game too.
The Texans lose this week and then win next week?
No.
Or lose both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then if the Colts win this week.
Yeah.
If Colts win against Denver, then division's looking pretty close, and then especially with Houston playing the Chiefs the next week. I don't know who Indianapolis plays off the top of my head next week, but
I don't either. But this week, they play
the
Denver.
Broncos, and I don't think they're gonna win. I'm giving it to the Broncos.
I'm giving it to the Broncos.
Yeah,
Man, that's so weird. That hurt, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did it hurt to say that? Is your throat okay?
I'm doing okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, Denver's Denver's looking good. I think that though. I think the Colts aren't like a great team.
I said that. I said Denver was going to be good this year.
Yeah, I still think they lose in the wild card, but
I think they actually win in the wild card.
against the Bills.
Mm-hmm. And then they go to the division, and then they beat
I don't know,
the Chiefs.
I have them against the Ravens. I have them both.
I think they.
against the Ravens.
Okay. As far as the Broncos, go back to that screen real quick. As far as the Broncos go, I do think that they could beat 4 of these teams.
So they have to either be.
I think they could beat the Chargers, the Ravens, the Texans, and the Steelers, but I don't know if they could beat the Bills or the Chiefs. But I do feel.
You think the Broncos
think
can beat the
Denver's-
Ravens?
Huh?
You think Broncos can beat the Ravens?
Yeah. I do. I feel like Baltimore just some games they play weird, they play sloppy, and they can't do well.
And they don't have a good playoff history.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Derrick Henry kind of changes that. We'll see.
And then, but the Bills, they're a good team, but they also they will drop random games every now and then because their defense can't keep up. I do think that it's very likely that the Broncos are going to beat Kansas City in Week 18, but I think if they do, it'll be because Kansas City already has number 1 locked in.
Yeah,
And
I
they're
think
sitting their
I don't
starters.
think they beat us if we.
I don't know if they. I don't think
mean,
that they can win. I mean,
they were 1 field goal away.
oh, they were pretty. That was the game that they had to block that field goal, man.
If we're
That
playing-
was really close.
Yeah, if we're playing Week 18, if we're starting, I mean, I don't know, maybe we start like a quarter, and then just like sit like a preseason game. No, I don't know.
Yeah, everybody bought tickets.
I
We
don't
got to
think,
play Mahomes once.
I don't think we're. Yeah, I don't think we're. If we're 15-1 going into the Week 18, we're not. We're sitting. I bet. I think, but I guess. Yeah, 2 weeks off. I've always felt weird about that, taking 2 weeks.
Yeah, because then you start getting comfy and you start getting not, you're not
Yeah.
practicing and stuff. And it's not even 2 weeks off, it's 3. Because they're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that because they have the number 1 seed.
Yeah,
So even if they're sitting their starters, it's still 2 weeks off.
yeah.
But I do think that Denver could beat 4
Well,
of
that's
these
what I
teams.
mean. That's what I mean. If they're sitting their starters, if they
It's
don't
3
sit their
weeks off. Yeah.
no, if they sit, it's only because you have so instead of Week 18, you're not playing Week 18, and then you're not playing the bye,
Mhm.
and then you play. So that's 2 weeks.
Oh, I thought you were talking about 17 and 18.
No. Sitting 17. I'm saying if we're 15-1 going
into
into
week 18. Yeah, I got you.
we're sitting our starters. But I don't like. I feel weird about the 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
If we sit starters in Week 18, that's weird.
I get where you're at
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, do you have the Chiefs winning Week 18 here?
No.
Okay.
I have them losing.
Okay, I'm fine with that because
Yeah.
that makes sense. I do think because that's going to affect Denver seeding. How much does that affect Denver seeding?
It moves them from so it's depending on who. Yeah.
Yeah, they can beat Baltimore, but I don't know if they can beat the Bills. So I think they're going to want to go for Baltimore.
But they'll both be locked either way. Yeah, they're both locked in because.
Well, who's playing that night on the AFC? Nobody. It's all NFC teams that evening. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. We can go. I think. Oh, it's all TBD. Yeah.
No, it's all going to be TBD until they
Well, they got-
figure out what the real playoff
I got
races
week
are.
17.
That's true.
And then here's the flex games for 17.
What are they? You go back down. Okay.
Let's see. So Eagles are at. Oh, there you go. Dallas 3. The evening game on Fox. Oh yeah, that's right. Chiefs for the Christmas game on Netflix. That's probably why they have it. Let's see if they have week 16.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, they got week 16 on too. Chiefs noon game. Saturday. Yeah, this is weird too, man. This is a weird schedule where it's like we played it's like 3 games in 10 days. Because it's Sunday, and then we play Saturday, and Wednesday for Christmas.
They're gonna be tired.
Yeah.
They're gonna drop. They might drop one of those games.
How dare you?
They might be tired. All right. So where are we at?
Weird Saturday games. I wonder why this is.
Money.
Money.
I don't.
Weird.
Yeah.
I think I looked it up and it was something like it had to do with college football as long as they air them by a certain time. That's what they had like an agreement on. It's like a broadcast protection for college football.
I'm not sure. What are you talking about?
There's a broadcast protection for college football that like you can't broadcast national sports games on Saturdays during season, and that's why they start doing Saturday games late.
Because there's no college football. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But then the Chiefs get like a weird thing where it's like 3 days and 10. That's why they're definitely sitting then because week 17 is the Christmas game. Or no.
Well, I'm surprised they're putting the Chiefs on a Saturday game, mostly because I didn't think Saturday games needed that. I figured that the Chiefs get their own get enough of a draw, or Saturday games get enough of a draw that it doesn't require the Chiefs being there to get viewers.
They just want to fuck the Chiefs.
They just want to fuck the Chiefs.
The whole league's against us.
Well, they keep pulling shit out.
Okay.
All right. So
back to the
next,
schedule. So.
yeah. Next would be, as much as I enjoy just going through when the Chiefs are playing and what the Chiefs are doing and how the Chiefs are doing. I just So next is Buffalo and Detroit. So this is like game of the week.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man.
No,
I think the Lions have this one.
Oh yeah. Honestly I think Buffalo's gonna take it.
I want Buffalo to win so that way the Eagles have a shot at the 1 seed. But I'm just happy to make playoffs. I didn't think we were. There were points where I didn't even think we were gonna make playoffs this year. So
I really think Buffalo's gonna win this one. I think that they're gonna come in angry. I think that Josh Allen, he's on that like just got engaged like swagger, I'm in with the youth. Yeah.
God.
No, Josh Allen, I don't know. He's been balling out. I think he's just gonna keep doing it. I really do. I don't know. I think that they're the only offense that the Chiefs aren't gonna be able to keep up with. And our defense is gonna have trouble stopping them. That's kind of. I think Buffalo has one of the best offenses in the NFL right now.
I think it's all right. I think that they could use better wide receivers still.
I think that's the crazy thing, right? Is that they're just making I think Josh Allen's the same as.
I forgot they had Amari Cooper.
Yeah, and Amari Cooper's doing things, and I don't think Mac's bad, and I don't think who's the other guy that's been kind of going.
Khalil Shakir.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Khalil Shakir. Yeah, I don't think any of those guys are bad. I think it's kind of like the Josh Allen effect. I think he can just kind of I think
he makes his wide receivers better.
Yes, he does.
Is that something that Mahomes does?
To a degree, yeah.
Did he make Tyreek Hill better?
Absolutely. I think
Tyreek Hill's been doing stuff as long as
they made each other good.
I think Josh Allen actually makes players better, whereas Mahomes just takes advantage of good players.
How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, name one wide receiver that's gotten better as a result of playing with Mahomes. MVS?
Yes. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah.
Is the name you said. Kadarius Toney?
Yeah. Yes. Kadarius Toney was better playing with Mahomes than he was with other teams. That's the whole point, right? Is that they make wide receivers look better than they are, right? Is that
Kadarius Toney's best game was as a Giant.
Oh my goodness.
It was like 170 yards and shit.
Mahomes dragged Kadarius Toney to 2 Super Bowl rings, dog.
It's really tough for me because Toney beat the Eagles. His punt return, that was the game.
He dragged. Look at his wide receiving core that he took to this and won Super Bowls with.
I mean, Yeah, but he's also, man, boy, were there some bad fucking wide receivers there.
Yeah, and they
During
dropped a
all
lot
that.
of
They
passes.
dropped a lot of
and
passes.
that's not his fault, right? Like,
Man, I've never seen someone have their cake and eat it too like this. That's crazy.
What-
Like
how is-
whenever he,
how is them dropping wide open passes
so
his
whenever
fault?
they're bad, it's like, oh well, it's not even Mahomes' fault. He
No.
doesn't bring him up, and whenever he screws them over, it's not his fault either.
Well,
So I'm like, man,
How does he? I'm talking. Okay, this year he has had a lot of. I'm not talking about this year in general because I think all of our receivers look pretty good this year.
yeah, your wide receivers are fine.
But in the years
What-
past, I think that he had a lot more precise passing that they dropped. There's a lot of big drops and big moments.
Yes, who was it? Byron Pringle. Whenever he's running, Mahomes is running out to the outside, and he's literally sideways in the Super Bowl, and he throws it, and he hits the guy right in the hands, and he drops it.
Yeah, wasn't that was that
Was
not?
I thought that was Byron Pringle.
I can't, yeah, it might have been. I thought that was Tyreek. Wasn't that Tyreek?
It could
No.
have been. You know what? That's Tyreek.
Can't remember.
Tyreek caught it one time. Tyreek caught a touchdown and didn't even realize it.
Yeah,
Didn't
I
I?
remember that.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think Josh Allen is.
I think Josh Allen's the better quarterback.
I think Josh
think
Allen is.
The Chiefs wasted a draft pick on Patrick Mahomes.
I think Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are both very talented quarterbacks. I think that Josh Allen has just a talented team as Mahomes.
Would you?
I think that Josh Allen the situation could have very easily switched in all of the games in the playoffs that we beat him in. Obviously, like, I think if they had the ball last in a lot of those situations, that they could do the same thing Mahomes did. I think obviously with some of it, it's just Mahomes being Mahomes, but like in a lot of the games, like the 13-second game, that was just. I think if we march down the field in 13, if there's 26 seconds on the clock and we march down the field in 13 seconds, and like 13 seconds, oh my God, Mahomes had 13 seconds to take the lead. Can Josh Allen come and tie it, or whatever, like, he could probably do it in 13. Like, he would have been able to do it exact. They could have looked and said, okay, we're gonna run the exact same play, and it would have worked, right? Like, that's kind of what I mean. I think, but I can't say Josh Allen is more. I think Josh Allen is more athletic than Mahomes. I think Mahomes has better, just like I don't know, unpredictability.
If you were the owner of a franchise and all of the quarterbacks were dropped into a pool, all of the players were dropped into a pool, and you're picking number one overall, you get the lucky fantasy pick. You're the owner of the. What team would you pick? You'd be the Jets. So you're the owner of the Jets, and you have the number one pick overall. Everybody expected you to pick the Chiefs, but you went with the Jets, and we were just like, all right, man. And you're just like, look, I want to
No
live
one
that
else
big.
is gonna take him.
I want to live. Yeah, no one's else gonna take them.
Who else is gonna do it?
They were my safe pick. I knew everybody else was gonna go for the Chiefs. So.
Yeah.
But would you rather, in that situation where you have the number one pick overall, and you're drafting all of the quarterbacks in the state that they are in right now, are you going Allen or Mahomes?
I'm still taking Mahomes.
I mean, he just gets it done.
It's still, yeah.
That's the difference between Mahomes and Allen, and Mahomes just gets it done.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I think Allen. People talk about Mahomes. I think Mahomes has some immaturity to him. I think Allen has a lot more immaturity to him. Like, in terms of, I don't know if you saw that really bad. Did you see that flop from the other game? It was not the. I don't think it might have been the Rams game actually, but it was bad. Like, it was like someone, like, he got in someone's face, and someone like kind of was like like kind of just leaned forward a little bit, and like I think their helmets touched a little bit, and Allen, just immediately I was just wow, like it was I don't think Mahomes does crazy stuff like that. I think that
Mahomes doesn't need to. The refs already threw the flag.
Anyways,
Someone approached
anyways,
him. Someone approached him.
Anyways,
that's all
I think Josh Allen is more of a flopper than I think Josh Allen is the biggest flopper in the league.
I think Josh Allen has to be a flopper because the refs are too busy helping out Mahomes. They're gonna throw the flag before the guy.
They're not in the same game.
What was the defensive lineman just walking away from him after getting close to him, but getting blocked. It happens, and he threw the ball. It's whatever, and then the ref just throws the flag. That's the sort of thing that happens. Mahomes did not in danger. Didn't even know.
Oh,
that
kind
they
of
was
like, kind of like when Chris Jones is, who was it? Was it was it Flacco when he was still on the Colts that he sacked him and then like was like just standing there and got a flag thrown on him.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not gonna repeat what I said, but
Yeah.
I was like, what could he have said? I don't know.
Mm.
Like like that kind of thing.
He said something.
He said some. That's what I'm saying. Like it's probably someone saying something if it's just someone walking away.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just.
All right. Well, I think Detroit has this one, even though I want the Bills to win. I really like it if the Bills won because it gives
I'm
the
giving
Eagles
it
a
to the
shot.
Bills. I'm giving it to the Bills.
Okay.
And I think Detroit fans are going to be mad about it. I think it's going to be some bad reffing as always. I think.
You don't. Oh, let me ask you something. You don't think it's going to be because of bad coaching? Do you think a fourth down, bad blown call from Dan Campbell blows up in his face this game and everybody starts throwing question marks at him?
I think that if he goes for it again in that situation and they lose the game, absolutely, because I saw already, and this is granted, this is online, whatever, but even like ESPN's headline was Dan Campbell's question, Lions win despite Dan Campbell's questionable coaching decisions, or something like that. Like so, people were already like, that was kind of a weird call, like,
Yeah.
and it gave up the lead, and you're going into the fourth quarter, like yeah, you won the game, but that still kind of a weird call, like
Yeah.
and then also at the end of the game was the weird call with the kicking when he went for it rather than just kicking the ball. They had no timeouts left, and he kicked it, or rather than just kicking the field goal, he went for it on 4th and 1, and I think they were down, so he would have.
Was that the play that Jared Goff fell down and hit the knee or whatever? That was the big play I also saw. Okay.
That was that play, yeah.
Man.
So and then they got the first down, but at the same time, it's not like, you're giving him the ball back with that much time left, and are you really, like it's just like you'd rather trust your defense when you're gonna kick off into the end zone.
When the last time the defense was on the field, there was a 3-and-out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I mean, kinda.
I don't know, but
I do think that on the 31 is wild. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's intense. Like I would have punted there.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I don't know if that will happen. I mean, I think he does that a lot anyways. I think after last week maybe he doesn't do it on his 31 anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially again maybe, and that's maybe he was trying to be disrespectful to they played the who did they play last week?
The Lions?
Yeah.
They played. It was nobody. It was a cupcake opponent. If I'm not. No, wait. It was the Packers on Thursday night.
It was the Packers. That's what it was. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and they're getting a whole week's worth of rest here, man. Because that was Thursday night, so they're coming in fresh.
But no, I
do think the Lions have this one.
Okay, I'm giving it to Buffalo. We'll see. It'll be a good game. I'll watch that one if I can.
I'll be at work. That sucks.
Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. I am giving it to Philly.
I hope Philly takes it. I do think Philly takes it, but I also worry about T.J. Watt. They have a good defense, and I think our defense is just not turning online. It's about to start looking crazy good. I think. So
you're worried a little bit about the offense.
Yeah.
You don't think that they're just gonna keep feeding Saquon and.
I think if there's gonna be a game where Saquon gets turned off, it's gonna be this game.
Yeah.
And I really hope it's not like, when I say turned off, I hope it's just like, I just didn't do anything this game. I hope it's not like, oh, he's out for the season, IR type deal.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's been healthy this whole time, but all the concerns, all at the beginning of the season, from Giants fans and everybody, was like, he just can't stay healthy. But I've come to the conclusion, especially after the DeAndre Hopkins and the Devontae Adams trades, that some players are just hurt.
True.
They don't want to go out there. It sucks. They don't want to wear that stupid jersey anymore. They're over it. They don't want to fucking do it. Ah, my leg. Ah, dude, have you ever called in sick to work? Have you ever, imagine it, but with 7 figures on the line? Like if you already have the money, you're just like, yeah, dude. Oh, fuck, dude, my hamstring again.
Yeah.
It's
we're
still
not gonna make it to the Super Bowl.
Dude, I know. I tried jogging on it, but I'm sitting out.
Yeah.
You know, no, dude, I totally see that sometimes whenever, and then teams are just like, man, we spent so much money on him, let's get rid of him. They trade him to a fucking Super Bowl contender like the Chiefs, and then suddenly he's just like, whoa, whoa, let me jump over everybody and catch this. And it's just like, yeah, no, I figured he was fine. I figured he was fine the whole time. Same with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Like suddenly after leaving the Raiders, he's just like, yeah, I'll fucking play with the Jets, and then
Well, they're not doing shit, but
hasn't done nothing but.
yeah, I got Philly. I got Philly probably.
I'll take Philly just because I'm a homer.
I think they're gonna get it. Philly, would they have Philly by 5.5?
Yeah.
I would say
Favorites.
I would say Philly covers that. I would
Yeah.
say Philly wins by at least a touchdown.
Yeah, I would say it's at least a 10-point difference.
Yeah. Let's see, Arizona, New England. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably I'd give it to Cardinals.
Yeah,
I
Cardinals.
just think they're a better team.
They're the better
It's
team.
gonna be.
New
I'm
England's
not
not
gonna
that
watch
good.
it. Who cares? Boring game. No
Yeah.
implications.
Yeah.
I don't care.
$33 if you want to go all the way to Arizona to watch. Arizona's the favorite to win. New England's not that good.
Man, look at Philly
Boy.
tickets. Man, 259.
Yeah, that's gonna be big. Well, look how much the Lions game tickets were. 312.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, dude. $300 for one.
Yeah.
Singular.
Uh, but yeah, Arizona better team.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot to say. I just think that New England, the dynasty's gone.
Yeah.
It's over. It's maybe they're on a rebuild, and we'll see what happens next year. But I think it's safe to say that they're going to be picking definitely top 10. So
Chargers have no fans. Their tickets are $30 to their playoff team playing against another playoff team.
This would be 100-something game otherwise.
And they're in LA, and $30 to go to this game. That is insane. I've been to SoFi too. SoFi's a nice stadium.
They need to leave. They need to come to Oklahoma. I would be fine with the Chargers. Would you be okay if the Oklahoma City bought the Chargers
Yes,
and it became
because
the Oklahoma
the
City
Chiefs would come
Chargers?
here twice, and I would be able to.
But
But how many? It would be.
You have to root for the Chargers.
Would you
though.
would you really be okay with that? Because you realize that it would just be like the Chiefs' second home stadium.
Taylor Swift would be around.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of
Did
crazy.
you see the Legends Tower? Like an aviation group, they're waiting on a statement from the FAA at the end of the month. But they said it's gonna change like takeoff procedures and stuff for like Will Rogers and another airport.
Wait, what's Legends Tower? Is that the super tower?
Yeah.
Are we really going through with that?
Yeah, so the city approved. They said the height doesn't. They said the height's not set in stone. So they're like, yeah, okay, if we have to make it shorter because the FAA says we need to make it shorter, we will. But they're making the tower. Like they're already doing the. They're gonna break ground pretty soon on the 3 towers, the initial 3. Like where those are just gonna be normal like.
This is the worst state to do that shit in. Oh my
No,
God.
I don't think so. I think it's cool, man. It's gonna be like a little. It's gonna be like a little district.
It's not going to be a little district. It's going to be a very tall district.
Yeah. But there's gonna be like a bunch of like stores and shit like that, and then like there's gonna be like one of them's gonna be a bank, HQ there, but like there's gonna be
I just don't like our weather.
yeah.
So,
Well, no, I mean, but yeah, I just think it's gonna be. I don't know. I think it's gonna be cool. Like, just it's gonna be small, but it's gonna grow eventually. It's gonna grow around it, like
an infection.
But I don't know. I want my city to look like a city, and I want my outskirts because I think that's why I think Oklahoma City's cool, is because the city can still look like that, and like we'll be out here, and it's still gonna look like this.
Oh, it's always going to look like this.
But that's what I mean. That's what I mean. But like we're close enough to Oklahoma City that's eventually gonna look like Vegas, right? Like that's what those towers look like to me. I don't know if you've seen the renderings for them. It looks like a little.
I've seen it. I just think it looks. I just don't know why we have to go and get just the tallest tower. So, I have the 2007 World Almanac. My dad loved almanacs, so we always had almanacs. And if you go back to those old almanacs before the Devon Tower was built, and you go to towers and buildings, the tallest tower. Our tallest tower, we were always beneath New York, because of just alphabetical in regards to like population size, and their smallest tower was like 20 stories taller than the Chase building,
Yeah.
and that was our tallest tower.
Hmm.
And it was just like, we're kind of a small city. We don't have to be like New York City. And then we built the Devon Tower, and it was really big, and it kind of took a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine now, and
I
it's
like
kind of
the
expanding.
skyline.
But I don't. I just feel like the tallest tower.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They're probably gonna. That's they're saying like we're not. You know,
Like-
if we have to bring it down, we'll bring it down.
You've seen the Sears Tower, right?
Yeah.
Is it that big? Have you seen the Burj? What is it? The Burj Khalifa?
I have. I wanted to go to the Burj Khalifa when I was in Dubai, but I didn't get to go.
Why didn't you?
I've seen it and like I've seen it from the distance.
Was it that big?
Oh, it's big. Yeah.
Did you see it from? How big was it from a distance?
Like it's you're like, oh, that's a big like that's massive.
It's like this is like an anime scene. How large this fucking thing is.
I know that's the whole city though. Like there's so many like just giant towers that are just like all over the entire. Like it's a crazy looking city. But yeah, it's just like the whole. I'm sure going up to it in person is more so. But yeah, it's just like holy crap. Like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's massive. But I don't think. But that's what they're saying. They're gonna make it shorter. They're gonna make it smaller because the FAA is probably gonna come be like, okay, yeah, like maybe make it 1300 instead of 1776.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever 1909. Sorry. Maybe you can shorten it and below whatever recommended height they give. Like, hey, if you make it below this much, they're willing to make it shorter. So that's what I mean. Like, they're eventually gonna do it because I think they're willing to compromise. They're not like set in stone on the fact that it has to be 1909 feet or none at all. Like they're already like wanting to build those three. They're already planning on breaking ground before the city. Even if the city didn't improve the Legends Tower itself, the complex, they were still going to break ground on. Like, and I think they would have just built like a fourth one that was probably the same size as the Devon Tower or something, would be their fourth one.
That would make sense.
Yeah. But they're going to probably make it larger than the Devon Tower at least.
Yeah, at least.
Like, at least even if it's only like, 10 stories or something, they're going to make it larger.
I just
But
wish,
twice as large? It's insane.
I just wish we had an NFL team.
Oh, me too. But
Yeah,
that's what
that
I'm
would be
saying.
cool for
If this stuff comes, that's more reason for them to. This is like $1 billion injection.
There's no way. This should probably cost like $20, maybe 30.
But like, you know what I mean though. Like this is a lot, and like having that people willing, like teams and owners seeing like, oh, here's these billions of dollars of projects being built in this city. Maybe it's not a bad idea.
We're not getting an NFL team until Jerry Jones dies.
No, I think we can get. We can get an NFL team. It's just it'll have to be the taxpayers paying for everything.
Yeah.
If they could get if our governor or whatever was like willing, whoever, I don't know who it would have to be.
Why don't we just divest the weed money? The roads are still awful.
Yeah, that would be sick if some like weed fucking magnate was just like, you know what, I want an NFL team, and they're like, I'll buy the Chargers, come out here, But
he would, man, knowing this dumbass state, knowing these dumbass weed dispensary owners and shit like that, he would change it to Chargers with a Z.
No, you can't leave it the Chargers. It can't be the Oklahoma City Chargers.
I'd be cool with the
I
Oklahoma
guess
City
actually,
Oilers.
I guess it could be
Chargers.
because the Thunder and the Chargers. That actually kind of.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's hype.
Yeah.
That's pure hype.
That's kind of yeah.
Yeah.
We'd be like Lightning City.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
And we have the tallest tower, the lightning rod.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh. Book it.
Wait.
Yo, okay. So, let's get back. We both have. We actually just saw the ticket prices and felt bad for the Chargers.
Yeah.
I have them winning.
I give it to the Chargers.
I think Chargers have this one. I think they're a lot better of a team. They gave.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're pretty decent. Lad McConkey. I was saying that's another thing that I hit on.
Yeah.
I said that you wish that he was a chief. You do.
I am happy with Xavier Worthy. Although I will agree, like I'm still where I'm at from the beginning of the year. Like I want someone, but they're doing it with our tight ends, so it doesn't really matter.
Noah Gray, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of they're doing.
Justin Watson.
Yeah, they're doing kind of what I wanted them to do, anyways. And I mean, this week they played some. I mean, I think it's probably his only snap because he just came out. It was his first game just came out, dropped the ball.
Who?
I can't remember. I don't know his name. It's just
Oh,
like I think it's
another
like
Kelsey?
just another tight end. Yeah, some undrafted tight end that they pulled in. And they were like, oh, that's his first NFL snap, and he comes out and just like drops the ball. Just like, okay, well, and back to the practice squad.
Yeah, I think. The most entertaining thing about the Kansas City Chiefs is that they literally just have a rotation of Travis Kelce's.
Yeah, they're just trying to figure out who's going to take the mantle.
Who's literally, we are watching active Travis Kelce tryouts on the field.
Yeah. Travis is like, hey, y'all gotta hurry up. He comes in showing his engagement ring off every day. He's like, look, you think I want to hold off giving this to my baby girl?
My baby girl.
Everyone knows once I propose, I'm done for this game.
Man, hey, y'all keep it quiet, man. Keep quiet. I think, but it's most likely going to be Noah Gray. It looks like right now, unless they draft somebody. But watch them trade for like Hawkinson or something.
No, I want that. If I want anybody, give me Brock Bowers.
He's having a huge year, and he's a rookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be number one. We are a fantasy football channel as well. What do you think Brock Bowers' fucking ADP is next year? Where do you think he's at? Second round, third? You know, he could be crazy high.
Second year. I don't know. I think Sam Laporta kind of, it's just. It depends on how
sophomore
emotional
slump
people.
is real.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on how emotional people are drafting or how logical people are drafting, because I think like reaching on Brock Bowers is either gonna. It's one of those things where it's either gonna be a tap. I don't think Brock Bowers has a tight end 5 season next year. I think he either has like a tight end 2 or 3 season or like a tight end 15. I just think
he's gonna come down to earth. If you didn't get him this year, you missed out.
Yeah, or just like not even him coming down to earth, just that people are gonna start focusing. They start game planning for him, or just
they might get a new quarterback and a new coach, and it might just be.
He's not in the game plan as much. Whoever's running the offense, they're a bad team, so who knows who's going to be coaching it next year.
Well, even then, whenever that happens, they just throw a fit on social media and then they get him more involved and start throwing him the ball more, so.
I don't think that happens too much with tight ends.
True.
But,
all right. So.
Green Bay, Seattle, 7:20, so this is the prime time.
Now this is a good game.
They got Green Bay as a favorite.
I like that. I think Green Bay could. I think they could win this one.
I think Seattle covers that. I think Seattle wins, actually, though.
I think Seattle's defense just isn't going to be. I think they're good, but I just think Green Bay's offense is good too.
I guess I don't know how spreads work. Doesn't that mean that so if you take Green Bay -3, so that means that they're saying Green Bay is going to win by at least 3.5.
Yeah.
Right. So if.
Or at least 3.
At least 3.
Yeah.
So 3 and up. Yeah. Okay. 3 and up. So by field goal, they got Green Bay by field goal.
Yeah, they have all these games. Well, yeah.
So basically, if it's a 2-1 game, they don't cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Seattle covers the spread if they can win, or it depends on what I guess that makes them +3 probably.
And they don't get too high, so that way it's not that much of a difference. That's why Arizona.
Well, some of them.
Oh yeah. Oh, Baltimore.
16.5.
Man, that smells like trap game. That's a huge number to put on there.
But I think Seattle wins it.
I think Green Bay wins this one.
I think Jackson Smith and Jigba has a huge game, 2 touchdowns.
Is Jair Alexander out?
I don't know.
I think
don't know who that is.
He is the starting lockdown quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. I just think I think Spoon's fine. This is such a huge. So what's going to be crazy about this game is I think this is also going to be a playoff game. I think this is a wild card game that we're going to see here in about a month, and it's going to be much different. Whoever wins this game loses that game.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big.
It's
a big call there.
Yep. So, and I think Green Bay wins this one.
Yeah.
So I think Seattle might come back and beat them in the playoffs later on. All right. Monday night, it is Chicago, Minnesota. stinky.
Oh, just I know it will be since by the time we leave, so I don't forget at least doing it once.
Okay, smart. Chicago and Minnesota. Does this smell like a trap game at all to you? It's a divisional game.
But
That's
at
why.
home, could get the mid-season, maybe get that Darnold slump you were talking about this game.
Might get the yips.
I don't know. Monday
Darnold already
game,
had his slump. He came out of it.
Yeah, Monday night game, at home,
This
coming off
is
a Sunday. You get plenty of rest.
high expectations. High expectations for Darnold and the team.
Yeah.
Can he commit?
Yeah, I know.
and get
I
it
just
done?
don't. I don't think Chicago's in a place to take it. That's the problem. I think maybe. I don't know. I guess Caleb Williams have flashes, but it just seems like these last couple of weeks they just kind of. I think his offensive line's just too bad. I think Minnesota has a good enough defensive.
They have a really good defense.
Yeah, I think Hawkinson,
On
TJ, right?
T.J. Hawkinson for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the yeah? I think he's gonna eat.
I think
Or
if
no,
any
Hawkinson's a tight end, right?
Yeah.
Who's their pass rush on the Vikings? What's his name?
is it Daniil Hunter still?
Might be
Oh, didn't they just get some rookie?
I can't remember now.
Man, I don't know. Here we go. Andrew Van Ginkel. No.
Van Ginkel, yeah, that is who I'm thinking of. Van Ginkel, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Dallas Turner.
Yeah.
They drafted Dallas Turner this year.
Yeah.
I think the chicken defense. Who's got
Just want to see
sacks?
how much sacks. Yeah. They haven't been getting a lot of sacks. Yeah, Greenwood and Van Ginkel. Yeah, same for tackles for loss, total tackles, safeties, and linebackers.
Man. Who's
Yeah.
got the most fumbles?
Uh,
It's over there on the right. This Greenard guy apparently is doing all right for them.
I think Minnesota wins. Yeah.
I think Minnesota's going to win, but of all the games I said are going to be trap games, this one feels the most trap gaming.
This one's really going to be a trap game.
This one's really feeling trap gaming. I think Baltimore could be, but probably not. But I think if you're going to be like, I'll take the other team. I think this one has a good case for it. It's just it could very well just blow up.
I think you're a little bit. I mean, to be fair, Minnesota they only have them by 7, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the Vikings kind of win this one handfully. Though I don't know though. It's kind of. It's not often that a team comes off of a big touchdown game like that and then
Just drops
balls
it.
out again.
But Vikings do some weird shit sometimes.
Yeah. So I think I think they might slump after a game like that. You come off that big game.
Now you're just ooh, that was great.
Yeah.
Now you're just playing Chicago and you're just like, all right, man, and fucking stick it in neutral and just
Yeah,
coast.
you're like, and we got Chicago next week. Let's go. Yeah,
Yeah.
like and then come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that happening. So I'm gonna take Chicago this game.
I'm still taking Minnesota.
And we have the last one is Atlanta and Vegas.
Falcons. Yeah, I wouldn't watch this game.
I wouldn't watch this game. In order for me to watch an ESPN game, I'd have to go to a bar or subscribe to a service, and I don't do either of those. I'm just gonna let this game happen, and I really just hope everybody goes out there and has fun.
Yeah.
I hope
me
we
too.
all have just good sportsmanship, and everybody just has a good time. Everybody gets to play. I hope everybody gets to participate.
And I hope nobody gets injured.
And I hope nobody gets hurt.
Yeah. I'm taking Atlanta. Yeah, I think it'd be a fun game to be at. You're in Vegas. So that's cool.
Yeah, well, yeah, Atlanta. The people from Atlanta, they get to go to Vegas. That's
Yeah.
fun. Everybody gets that's a good time. That could be the plot of a movie.
I think this is a good game to come as a neutral fan too in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Just to watch some football. I bet it'll be some decent football.
This
Watch Bijan.
I think, man. I think Atlanta's gonna win this, but I just don't like this just looks like such a lame game, dude. Like the Raiders just aren't. God, why didn't they go quarterback in the draft?
I think the Falcons are bad enough that the Raiders can give a little bit of a show.
I just yeah.
Like I said, I think this would be a fun game as a neutral fan to go to. Like if you were just in Vegas and wanted to catch a football game, it's $100.
Yeah.
You know, just go to Vegas. Just go. You're in Vegas. Like it's $100. You're in
Yeah.
Vegas. Like
You just won that an hour ago. You know,
Yeah.
at the table. So
yeah. I even pay like $200 to go to that game to get decent seats. You know.
hmm
Like just if I'm in Vegas already, like yeah, why not? Because I mean, you're gonna go. It's gonna be Falcons are a decent enough team that the offense it's fun to watch a little bit against. Especially it'll be fun against Vegas.
You know what?
I bet Bijan's gonna have a good night.
I've been dogging this game, but you're 100% right. This is pure entertainment. This is good. This is a good this is good slop.
I think
This
as
is
a
good
yeah,
slop.
I think as a Vegas fan, like it's not gonna be like a great game, but like I think like they'll do enough to.
It'll be competitive. It's going to be 22-16. It's going to be a good enough game that it's like, hey, that was close. It was within a touchdown.
Yeah.
One more would have got it.
I don't think Atlanta's gonna be running all over them or anything, but I think
But yeah, no. So I'm taking Atlanta. It sounds like you're taking Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I think Vegas is going to keep it competitive, and yeah, I think this is just good old-fashioned football. It's a nothing sort of game. I don't think either of these teams are playoff bound. Atlanta doesn't have a chance.
no, yeah, probably not. I
Yeah.
mean I don't know. They win this one. Where they have them ended up here?
It's Tampa
See,
Bay.
I had the 9-8 with the next person being so they were. Oh yeah, they're not taking any of the wild card.
They can't get in with Tampa. They can't. Where's Tampa?
They can't. These are the wild card. It's Washington, Green Bay, and Minnesota in this scenario.
Right,
You're
but
not-
can they take the division? Is that already locked up?
I have them at no. I have them at no. They can. Yeah. Let's see if they. Well, that's them winning their. Well, Tampa Bay would have to lose against the Saints. I have Tampa Bay winning against the Panthers, and then the Falcons. Oh, losing to Washington. So if the Falcons beat do they might make it in if they do. They make it in.
They do?
They make it in on the tiebreaker. Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh
Or,
man! So if the Falcons can beat Washington after winning every other game,
Yeah. And well, I mean, yeah. Also, I might not have them winning some. I do have them beating the Giants, and then where is Tampa Bay?
God, imagine going 10-6 and missing it because an 8-9 team beat you.
Yeah. If the Bucks lose there. Wait, how does? That's crazy. Wait. Hold on. Where's that game? This game?
Mm.
How does that kick the Commanders out? That's nutty. 10-7, 10-7. Oh, that makes them 10-7.
Yeah, they win on the tiebreaker, like you said.
Ooh, yeah. That'd be crazy.
That game's got a lot more. Well, it's gonna require the
depends.
Falcons
There's so
doing some
much,
shit.
yeah. I have the Falcons winning against the Raiders and the Commanders winning against the Saints. And
Oh yeah. Let's base this off the picks that we had.
that matters. So I mean, if the Bucks win this, I'm sure it has a lot of implication too. I had the Bucks losing to the Chargers.
I have the Chargers winning that game as well.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, this obviously each week, but yeah, there's still a lot of ways.
I think the NFC is a little bit less locked down. I think the AFC is pretty locked down,
Yeah.
but the NFC still has a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. I mean, even currently, like. Yeah. Damn.
Mhm.
Didn't even realize that. I had Pittsburgh losing 3.
Oh dang, yeah.
Yeah. Dang, I didn't realize Pittsburgh.
Well, that's what you have to do in order to not lose the 1 seed. That's
Well,
how
no.
in such a terrible predicament the Kansas City
No,
Chiefs are in.
because they're playing the Ravens, the
Steelers have to lose
Eagles.
out.
They're playing the Ravens, the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Bengals. Holy, talk about a matchup.
That
Talk about-
sucks.
That's a
That
Ooh.
sucks. Wow, I didn't realize that this last month is going to be so.
playing.
Dude,
Yeah,
do you
top
thi-
1 seed.
What-
Like fucking.
What if the Steelers win out? That includes the Chiefs. If they manage to fucking end the Eagles, if they beat everybody along the way, do you think the Steelers are going to have a really good shot at the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, if they can beat, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That'd
If
be
they can say,
crazy.
okay, hey, we beat the We beat the Chiefs. We beat the Eagles. We beat
Ravens.
The Ravens. Yeah, like I think those three alone, you're just like, okay, there you go. Like,
That's another one. I discounted the Steelers of the year.
yeah.
I think a lot of people did.
Yeah, well, because it's Russell Wilson. Yeah.
Because it's Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, and you just don't know who it's going to be and how it's going to go. And now it's just like, dude, George Pickens is just crashing out on people. It's over. The Steelers are just crushing it.
A lot of can-win teams, honestly, this early in the season.
Yeah. Is that the NFL? That's the NFL as a whole.
Yeah.
And it's evenly split: 3 NFC, 3 AFC.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Well, I think it's been a pretty good year. I think our playoff thing that we were using a second ago, the playoff picture, the playoff machine. I think that's a pretty solid idea of what I think how it's going to go for the rest of the season. It could change.
Yeah, I think obviously
We should hold on to this. We'll revisit this next time.
Yeah, this weekend. What was it? Control print screen.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? I'll get it on there. I'll do it later too if it doesn't. Copy it. I'll paste it. Yeah, I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty on it, honestly, too. I think with, let's see, us being, yeah, I don't think anything crazy. Obviously, matchups are going to change things, but I don't think that things are going to change too much in terms of, especially like you said, on the current, like who's making it. The AFC's pretty locked in already. I mean, Buffalo, Baltimore, Pittsburgh probably going to make it. I mean, Baltimore would have to have an epic slide and have Indianapolis come up to take them out. That's the only team. I think Indianapolis or Miami could still take Baltimore out, but they would have to have a really bad slide. I don't think Cincinnati can get into the playoffs still with 4 weeks. Well, I don't know. I guess with the current schedule, they probably could if they won out. Because I mean, there's still 4 games, so they'd be 9-8. If Baltimore just slides really bad for the rest of the season, but they have some easy wins. But yeah, I think that's pretty locked in for the AFC because I mean, I don't see Miami or Indianapolis or Cincinnati coming to take a spot from Baltimore or Denver or LA in that sense either. But yeah, the NFC, obviously the seeds too. I think the Chiefs aren't as in the on the bubble for the 1 seed as obviously like the Eagles and the Lions. I mean, that's going to be real big on this week if the Lions win. Then obviously, I think if the Lions win this week, it's pretty hard for the Lions to lose the 1 seed.
Yeah. Man, I do think the Lions are going to win, but I'm going to be rooting for the Bills.
Yeah, I think the Bills take it still, but even if they don't, I mean, yeah, I don't. The Bills can't miss playoffs at this point. Yeah, they can't. Even if they lose out, I think they could still have the tiebreaker over Miami. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a little after 5.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well.
Good stream?
Yeah.
I think it was a good stream. Do we want to talk the fantasy league at all?
Yeah, we can. I was gonna say, she's not gonna be done technically till 5:30.
Oh, okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You said 5. I mean, I can pop.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Let's cover fantasy real quick. Actually, I'll do it on here. It's quicker.
See, fantasy football. I see, and I go here and they want you to sign in. I don't know why they don't just have a. You want to do add a drop?
Yeah.
There you go. So, most added is, Garindo. It makes sense.
I picked him up last week.
Yeah. I will be honest, this year, is I have not really done shit with the waiver wire.
Dude, I've been doing so much waiver wire shit. I have fucked up so hard doing that. It really cost me a lot of games dropping certain players
I've
and
just
picking
been,
up players.
yeah, I've just been at the point where I'm like, honestly, my core is the Ravens and the Commanders. So like, what Ravens, Commanders, Chiefs is my team,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then the defense. So like, really, other than like my bye weeks, it's like I don't really need anybody. I'm not going to start anybody else over Terry McLaurin at this point. You know, no one I'm picking off the waiver wires.
Right.
The only person really is Jaden Reed, and I'm just not starting him anymore.
Yeah, he dropped you. He gave you a 0 last time you started.
Yeah, thankfully it didn't matter. Other than you know, he could have got me those 52 points I needed.
This week I picked up, because Garindo has not been logging practices this week.
Yeah.
I picked up Patrick Taylor.
Mhm.
I think that's not bad. A lot of the I also picked up Sincere McCormick. You know, since nobody else is really playing the waiver wire, I was like, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm just yeah. Like I said, I'm at the point where I'm in playoffs.
Yeah, you're.
I was
cruising.
already stuck unless, I mean, obviously, if I scored 100 less points than I did, then you know I could have technically got overtaken by you and Amber and Marius, which would have been insane. I would have had to literally put up a bunch of zeros, have like a 40-point game.
Yeah. You could have done it, man, if you tried.
If I tried hard enough, if I would have just sat on my entire bench was on bye, so I could have just played all of them. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Adam Thielen makes sense. Berlin Allen, Charbonnet. Yeah, a lot of Charbonnet.
Oh yeah, he's been having a huge. But he was picked up in a lot of leagues already.
Yeah, well, even just the current. Yeah, current right now is Garindo. Last week, yeah, Eagles. Current both on Eagles. 87% added or 87 added.
Well, we just, our defense is just now getting it together, I suppose. But it's kind of late in the season. We should have already figured all this damn shit out.
Oh, this is percent roster. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's just most of that. Most of the defenses are just gonna be defense streamers anyway.
Yeah.
Who are just cruising for matchups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What was that Patrick Taylor down there? 0% to 17. Yeah.
Big drops. Let's see. Yeah, Taysom Hill on IR. Oh yeah, I'm surprised to see. He's not on here. What's his name? Third tight end. Juwan.
Who?
New Orleans tight end.
Juwan Johnson.
Juwan Johnson. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not on here.
Why? What'd he do?
Taysom Hill's on IR.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he doesn't.
He got 2 touchdowns, I think, last game.
Yeah, but he's just so inconsistent. He was because I always like doing sleeper tight ends and guys who are gonna blow up and stuff like that. But Juwan Johnson's been my sleeper tight end so many times, and he just is so inconsistent that I just can't believe him because I'm just so I see stats, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then he'll have these huge games where he'll have 2 touchdowns or like 50 yards or something, and then he'll just be like 1 catch, 7 yards the next game.
Man, Deontay Johnson refusing to play. He said, "Why won't you play? They're not trying to give me snaps."
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, I just.
That's funny. He's still rostering 40%.
Man, what a fall from grace! He was there for a second. He was like the guy in Carolina.
These are keepers right here. These are probably keeper leagues.
Yes, that are just like people who aren't paying attention in keeper leagues.
No, I just mean that actually are keeping him.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that want to keep him for next year. I'm sure there's still people who are like, oh, he'll be back next year.
Well, but there's people who probably drafted him in redraft leagues who just aren't paying attention to.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Man, there's Justin Tucker missing a bunch.
Man, oh, what a fall from grace! We're watching legends die.
Oh, it's what I saw. I read it was like something about like how much power that he kicks with that any sort of angle difference in his kick if he's not like perfectly precise. So they're saying it's not like he's just getting older and that he's not able to just be as precise. That's why he's missing so much because he kicks so hard. And so any little bit of angle that he kicks it with, it's like
he just needs to stop kicking it so damn hard and just ease up.
Kareem Hunt, yeah, that's still 72. I mean, I'm still rostering him just because on this end of the season, I'm not gonna do
what?
anything.
Who's there? Oh, they have Pacheco back, don't they?
Yeah,
that's right. Um, I'm holding on to Dobbins right now.
Yeah.
He might be back if I have a deep playoff run, but he's been kind of helpful this year. And once Jonathan Brooks came back, my IR spot opened back up, and then
Yeah.
I wound up dropping Jonathan Brooks anyway. What an
Yeah.
awful.
Oh, look at you, not just you.
Yeah, yeah, that was a bad experiment. People who are going to hold on to him for keeper leagues, don't bother. He's going to have really low redraft value. He had 1 7-point game this year.
Oh yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah. Chiefs defense still rostering 73%. Makes sense. Still,
And that's not a very good team either.
it's not a high scoring defense, but it is a good defense.
It's not that good. It's
See
pretty
those.
bad, actually.
Wow, how dare you?
Hmm.
No stats. No.
Jamar Chase, yeah.
Yeah. So Jamar Chase did overtake him in PPR.
Man, you have the number 1 pick.
Man, it's crazy. It's all look. That's crazy.
What?
Running back, running back, running back, running back, running back.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
And how many of those are first round picks? Bijan's first round pick.
Bijan's a keeper. Saquon's a keeper. Henry was a keeper.
No, Henry wasn't a keeper.
He wasn't.
I drafted him.
Just first.
My keeper was.
But they're all. I think Jamar. I think in a 12-man,
Jonathan
Chase,
Taylor.
Barkley, Henry, Robinson, Jefferson are first-round picks.
Yeah. Who else is on
C.D. Lamb. C.D. Lamb was a first round. Kyron Williams probably first round. It depends on if the runs on wide receivers or on running backs, right? Like
Yeah, true.
Depends on the league. Some people are.
Damn, Brock Bowers is just behind Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Sorry. Maybe I can. No, that doesn't make any better. You just can't see it.
Oh, I can't see
It's
it.
too small. Yeah.
You just need to scroll a little bit more often.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the points. Yeah. So okay. So what's Jamar Chase number 1? So that's a big jump right there. 50 points between Saquon and Derrick Henry.
Man.
That's the first big jump.
Woo!
And then you got the next biggest jump in points. It's pretty incremental after that, all the way down. Yeah, that's really the biggest. So Saquon and Jamar Chase are the best flex, and then QBs. Let's see. Lamar Jackson, 20 points, and then there's another 20 between Jalen and Jaden.
Oh, man. Bo Nix is having a better year than Jared Goff,
Yeah.
fantasy-wise.
Dang, Patrick Mahomes down here broke 200 though. Let's go. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, draft pick wise, still not. I still don't think drafting Josh Allen in the first, I guess, is awful. But I mean, I got Jaden Daniels in like the 7th, and it's 40 more points.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's not that much. I got Jalen Hurts in the 2nd round.
yeah, I don't think you needed to grab him in the 2nd either.
He's a good player. I heard that other owners were really looking at him, thinking about reaching on him. So
Yeah.
I had to get out ahead of
Fair
him.
enough. Yeah, and then obviously, well, yeah, I mean,
Man,
let's
God.
see tight end.
I wish I had a shot at Saquon. That sucks. Fuck.
Doesn't want to get tight ends. Okay, tight end. Oh, there we
There
go.
it is. Brock Bowers, and he's a rookie, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
205, 87 receptions. Man, Trey McBride, 280 catches though.
Yeah.
Hasn't had as much, had no touchdowns.
Um.
Damn. Yeah, Kittle's had 8 TDs this year.
Mhm.
Man, only 67 targets too. That's crazy. That's crazy efficiency for him.
Mhm. I think
Oh man.
Trey McBride was everybody's sleeper
Mark
tight end
Andrews,
this last
yeah.
year because he had a really good end of the season last season, and then people were like, "Oh, Kyler's gonna be leaning on him a bunch."
Man. Poor Laporta.
I have Tucker Kraft in fantasy.
Let's see, who's the most targeted? I think it's obviously Brock Bowers, but
Yeah.
then Travis Kelsey, but Travis Kelsey has not done as much with it. Just no touchdowns.
He's not very good.
Okay. It's over. Goodbye. No, we're done here.
But I barely snuck in to the playoffs in our league. And I've just been playing the waiver wire, and I've just been leaning too heavy on players that aren't very good. And I just haven't. It hasn't been close for me. You know, that's why I'm at the bottom of the points for. It's just because I'm getting lucky sometimes, but like every time I start Ramondre Stevenson, he has a bad game, and every time I bench him, he goes off, and it's starting to frustrate the hell out of me. And uh, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe I was wrong about Aaron Jones.
Mm,
Maybe that was a bad call
mm,
because he's been doing just fine where he's at.
yeah.
So
Dang, Kamara had 64 receptions on the year
wow.
and 938 yards so far. It's almost breaking a K.
But I think I don't. If I can get past Dylan, I think I have a fair shake at the finals.
Yeah, I think. I honestly, I think that you have the well. I mean, obviously, I think I'm just glad I'm not. You know, I look back. I've never beat Shelby,
No, you haven't.
not once.
I,
And it
I
wasn't.
said something
It
in the
wasn't
chat.
her. It wasn't her with the game. It was Bacchus that did that to me last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
very close game. But I
Mhm.
think it got. I think there was a point adjustment or something that it was like. It ended up being like by 1.6 or something. I think. I'd have to relook, but I mean, you can both bring it up. But
No, I'm not gonna.
he said no.
Mostly because I don't know how to do all that. I do that whenever I have to. I try not to. I try not to just go. I don't
You
explore.
press the league button,
Where is it?
and then you go to history
Where's
On the-
history?
on this side stuff,
There it is. Oh, it's okay.
and then you click on 2023 season. Just click on the award, and then go to schedule.
Man, I just don't explore this at all.
Yeah,
Where's schedule?
right next to standings underneath league.
I can't spell schedule. Oh shit! I didn't even see all those. Okay.
And then you can go to by team, and then you can change it to me,
But I like mine.
and then you can see.
I had a 4 loss, just dropping them
Yeah.
every week. Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
How do I go to you?
Click that teams, the drop down menu. Click the actual. Click the. Oh, there you go. It's just
Hidden.
yeah for some reason.
That's weird.
And I want to say it was like pretty late in the year. Maybe it was early blank man.
No.
Oh no. Where was it?
Oh, it was
Oh, that
Dylan.
it was Dylan. That's what it was. It was Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That is too funny.
Yeah, .04.
Just that little boop right there at the end. So fucked up.
I guess there's another one I was looking at. Then there must have been another close game. Oh, I think it was our game this year. Not to be, you're gonna be mad that I brought this up, but I think there's a point adjustment on our game this year because I don't remember breaking 200.
What? You did? Yeah.
Oh.
You don't remember breaking 200?
I remember. I don't remember breaking 200.
Yeah, no, you did.
I barely did.
Didn't you just now talk about in the chat how you just lost the highest thing award or whatever because someone
Yeah.
dropped 200 this week?
Yeah, because I was looking. That's why I was looking at it, and I was like, oh. I didn't realize that was high. I knew I was highest. I thought it was like one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you dropped 200 on me, right?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's why I said you're gonna be mad that I brought it up. I just don't remember it being 200 at the time. I thought it was like 198.
No, I remember you breaking 200 because I was at work and I was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah. I remember you saying I was gonna break 200, and I was like, I don't think I am, because it looked like it was like I was like 180.
Quentin does this thing where he humble brags.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, dude, you're
Bro, I
going
just
off.
got
He's
200.
gonna be, I don't know. I don't think you're that good.
I got doubled. I got doubled this week. Okay.
He made it to the playoffs.
I
He's a lock to
literally-
make playoffs.
I
It didn't
literally
matter if
got-
you win or lost. He could have benched his whole team and it wouldn't
No,
change
I
a
couldn't.
damn
Actually,
thing.
if I would have benched my whole team, I would have lost, and I wouldn't have made the playoffs. Well, actually, I would have because Amber lost.
Yeah, see, you're fine.
Yeah, I just would have been last seed playing Dylan, which I don't want to do.
I'm about to crush his ass.
I'm about to do my matchups this week. Holy shit! I feel so bad for Sky. I have Commanders against the Saints, and the Ravens against the Giants.
Oh, no, that's rough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should start Malik Neighbors. He's pulling up questionable tag, and I think he's hurt. So I'm just like
They have me. My suggested is having me for some. They think Pacheco is gonna out against the Browns is gonna outscore Robinson against the Giants or against the Saints.
Why not both?
Yeah, I don't have room.
Shit.
Well, because I have
too many good matchups.
I'm starting Jaden Daniels, and then my two wide receivers are McLaurin and why am I blanking? Robinson.
Oh, you have Dowdle.
Oh yeah, I'm starting Dowdle. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm starting Daniels. Oh yeah, McLaurin and Flowers, and then yeah, Dowdle and Brian Robinson. Yeah, I'm not starting Isaiah Pacheco over Dowdle or not after last week. I just don't think
Dowdle against Carolina.
I just don't think we're ever going to be in a position where we're going to be like. I think the Browns have a pretty good running defense too. But I don't know.
I think you're worried that the Chiefs are going to drop to the Browns.
No, I just think that Dowdle is going to outscore against. I like the matchup better for Dowdle.
Do you really think that?
Yeah, because
Do you think the Chiefs are going to win
the Panthers.
this weekend?
Yeah, they're playing. It's against the Panthers.
You really think that?
Yeah. You know?
It just seems like you're trying to.
Isn't Dowdle like Dowdle?
It seems like you're trying to convince yourself.
No, Dowdle's just been out. Click on Dowdle. What's
See,
Dowdle?
look at this. Look at this.
What's Dowdle's what's his stat line for the last couple games?
He has been.
Yeah, 15, 21, 10, 21, 15.
Low single digits.
So 86 yards, 112 yards, 131 yards, and then they're playing Carolina, who's the bottom of the league team. Yeah, I'm gonna play Dowdle.
Carolina's gonna start running away with it, and Dallas is gonna completely abandon the run.
That's fine. I just don't think the Chiefs is always close, right? Like, what's the spread on the Chiefs game?
It's going to be the exact same thing for the Chiefs game, except it's going to be Jameis Winston blowing out the Chiefs, and they're going to be passing the whole time. So you know what? You're right. You should leave Pacheco on the bench.
Let's look. The defensive rank is 21, and Carolina's defensive rank is 31. Carolina is the second worst defense in the league. Averaging 29 points. They average 25. I guess that's not too far off, but I don't know. I just the way that the Chiefs played Pacheco last week was they had at least one or two drives that it was just Kareem Hunt.
Can you do me a favor?
And Samaje Perine too.
Can you click on the Cleveland helmet for me? I want to see something. That's what I thought. That's what this is all about. Okay, I see. That's why you're worried. No, that's why you're like.
But you're forgetting this though.
Oh, yes, true.
Yeah, I don't think the Broncos beat us week 18 if we're playing our starters. I really don't. Like not meaning like I think the Broncos are a good team. I just think that
it came down to a blocked field goal.
I know, but I think week 18, if we're going into week 18 for the 1 seed, we're in playoff mode.
Yeah.
Like that's
it's activated.
Yeah, that's what I just think Andy Reid I don't know, I can't doubt the Chiefs going into any situation like that. Like I have no reason to. There's no point, like why would I?
Why would you worry? You wouldn't. Okay.
Like why? No, that's what I mean. Like
Man, it must be so nice to just be like, I can't worry. They're good. They got it. Why would I fret?
I can't. There's no reason to. Did you watch the annoying Heidi Gardner thing?
Yeah.
Did you? Oh boy, I think it's a really good troll job. I think she's trolling.
Yeah, she's just having fun.
Yeah, but I think I almost hated it. I was like, this is exactly what everyone thinks of us.
Yeah.
That's exactly what everyone thinks.
It's true though. It's true.
No.
Dude, we really did spend like 20 minutes just talking about how the Chiefs were going to go undefeated, just smack in the middle of a cast one time. You're just like, no, let me just, and then we were just like, no, they're going to lose this, we're going to lose this,
they're almost there.
We're going to win, huh?
I did say, I will say, I said if we can get past the Bills.
That is true. All of this was prefaced by that. Yeah. But because
the Bills were
the only one
the
happy worried. Test, but he wasn't worried. I was like, "Well, are you worried about the game?" And you're like, "No,
I wasn't.
We're still gonna win it. We're gonna beat them in the playoffs."
The only point I was like, "Oh, we lost," was like, yeah. And that's the thing is like even losing a game, yeah, it's like I don't know. I don't think you would be too upset if like week 15, like yeah, we're not guaranteed the 1 seed, but like I would still wouldn't be upset if we lost out. Like I'd be upset. I can't say I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be. Where does that put us? Let's see. So if we actually, so shit. Right now in this current matchup, the Chiefs lose out. It's a third seed against Denver. I mean, even then, like that, I don't hate that.
I just feel like
I don't want to be on a 4-game losing streak going into the playoffs, though. I'll tell you that much.
I'll love that. I'll feel
Yeah.
really confident if that happens.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening. I think Chiefs are going to finish the season with the 1 seed.
Yeah.
The
No, I
three-peat's
agree.
inevitable. There's not a whole lot we can do about it. But unless the Eagles get in their way.
I don't think the three-peat's inevitable because I do think that the Chiefs are just as I think we were beatable last year too. Like I really do think that we're beatable last year, and I just don't think any team did it. Obviously, but I think they're beatable this year too. It's just taking advantage of the situations that you can't give them. You can't make stupid mistakes, and you can't give the Chiefs. You can't give Patrick Mahomes. One, obviously, everyone knows you can't give him the ball with enough time to go down the field and win because odds are he's gonna do it. But like even then, you can't you just you can't fumble the ball at the goal line like the Ravens did, right? Like just something like that little mistake. You're just like that's it. You can't do shit like that. You have to play perfect, and I think that gets in teams' heads that they have to play perfect to beat the Chiefs. And so I think that they make dumb mistakes. And I really do think I don't in the NFC the team that I would be the most worried about is Philadelphia. Even though that the Chiefs have a really good run defense, I still think that just like I think that seeing the Eagles again is just like a recipe for them to win this time, right? Like I think Eagles Chiefs is just a recipe for the Eagles to take it. But like Detroit Commanders,
Detroit's going to want it. Detroit, they haven't won. They're going to be going in with the same 2017 Eagles mindset.
Yeah, they're going to want it.
They're going to want it.
I think they're going to want it, but they're not going to get it. I'm sorry. I don't think Detroit.
I think Lions,
I don't think Detroit beats us again.
I think Lions beat them.
No, I think that's the
Consensus.
The
common
storyline. The storyline is that
the narrative.
The narrative, yeah, that the Lions want it more and stuff, but they already beat us. They came out last year. They beat us. Like in the first game.
They're gonna win that game. And it's going to be on a 4th down call that Dan Campbell does. No, what's going to happen is that they're going to win that game, but there's going to be some fucking 4th down call in the second quarter, and there's a lot of time left to play, and you're going to be like, oh, he was down, and that was a dumb call by Dan Campbell, and that's why we got it back, and we scored there in like 5 minutes, and then you guys didn't score it all in the second half, and you're like, but that was the game, though. That changed it. And it was really bad. It was a bad call. And I was like, all right, man, that's just loser talk, but all right.
So you're saying like Dan Campbell's gonna make a bad call and still win the game,
and you're gonna throw a fit about it,
and I'm gonna say, man, that was a really bad call. He's lucky that he still won that game. Like I still think that's a bad call, and you're gonna be mad about that.
No, I'm gonna think that it's just absolutely just accept that the Chiefs aren't good sometimes, and it's unfortunate.
I do. I still. It's the same thing with the game against the Packers. Like the Packers aren't good sometimes, and the Packers still lost that game. Absolutely, the Packers had a chance to win that game, just like the Carolina Panthers had a chance to win against the Eagles. Like sometimes they just don't win, but you don't want to give the team a chance. Why are you giving the team such an easy chance to? Like your success rate is okay. 4th and 1, what's your success rate? What, 60%, 65%? Like you're really, if you're finally flipping that coin and giving them a free field goal to tie the game at worst, right? Like.
I think.
Or at best.
I just want to point out for anybody watching, just so it's on the record, before 5 years ago, he was a Patriots fan.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You are so full of shit.
Before that, he was a Cowboys fan. No, that's not true at all.
No,
I just don't.
I think that the Lions are a good team. I just think that they're gonna be miscoached. I just think they're gonna make a bad decision. I think against a good team, whether it's the Eagles or the Commanders or the Vikings or the Rams. I mean, shit, Like I just think that, yeah, they're dogs. Like I'm not. They are. I think
they are dogs.
They're dogs. They got that dog in them. I get it.
Chiefs are cats. They're house cats.
pampered,
Pampered.
smothered,
You know?
smothered with love.
Given treats.
Pop stars all
goodies.
over,
Yeah.
No,
Dude,
I just,
Lions are from Detroit. You know, that is the working man city.
Yeah.
Kansas City, you know, they're just that's where all that's Bohemia. You know, that's those. You know, it's might as well be those pretty Austrian towns.
Oh yeah, so
you know?
Missouri is beautiful.
Completely.
Missouri is a beautiful state.
Oh God.
All right,
I'm
well,
a fan.
I think it's pretty. I think that the favorite for odds by the end of the year is going to be Philly KC.
I hope so, but I have a feeling it's going to be Lions. I want to win, but I also understand that the Lions are just gonna fucking want it, man. They're gonna really go out there and work their asses off for that shit. And I want it more. I want it a lot. But I also my bar is really low this year. I didn't think we were gonna do that hot. I thought we were gonna do fine, you know, to start off the season. But I didn't think.
And I did that for you, by the way. You're welcome.
Yeah, you humbled me.
I made you humble, so then the come up would be even better.
No, that's not. It's
the come
now
up
I'm
is
just.
It's so much better.
I'll be so fine if Saquon just hits 2,000 yards. And I'll be like, that's my season. I don't care if we make it to the play, how deep it gets. You know, if Saquon,
Bro, that's so wild.
This will be the first time in my life that I get to see an Eagles running back hit 2,000 yards.
I don't even need to watch the Super Bowl if they make it.
I mean, obviously, if they make it to the Super Bowl.
If they make it, who cares if they win?
But I don't think they're getting past like the NFC Championship. If they make it to the divisional round, I'll be very happy. But
like,
I don't think
I want the Chiefs to make the AFC Championship. That's my bar for this year. If we don't make the AFC Championship, like, I will be very upset. If we make the AFC Championship and lose to the Bills, I will be sad, but I would, you know, 'cause if this is the case right now, we're playing, you know, we're either playing Pittsburgh, Houston, or, you know, I don't think LA is getting past Buffalo.
I don't think LA is getting past Buffalo.
If Denver gets past Baltimore, we play Denver.
But we had Denver coming in. At the 7th seed before they were going to play Buffalo.
Yeah,
I guess just dicking around with stuff. We moved Denver around.
It just depends on where.
I think Denver could take Buffalo, but not Chargers.
If it's Denver beating either way, if Denver's 7th seed, no matter what, if Denver wins, we play Denver. In this scenario, because I don't think the Chargers aren't getting past Buffalo. But if they do, we play the Chargers.
Yeah. For
the first round, we're not ever playing Buffalo, Baltimore. For the we're not going to play Buffalo or Baltimore for we're playing Buffalo or Baltimore in the divisional game. They're playing each other. They're going to play each other more than likely, unless Denver wins. If Denver wins, then we smoke Denver in the second round. Go to AFC Championship against Buffalo probably, because it'd be Buffalo versus Pittsburgh or Houston. I think Buffalo wins both of those games, and then AFC Championship game against Buffalo. I'm happy there. If Buffalo makes it to the Super Bowl, good for them.
I hope the Jaguars sneak in and beat Kansas City in the divisional round, in the wild card round.
Bro, find a new slant.
No. That joke worked when Jacksonville was like on the cusp of being good. That joke does not work anymore.
You can say Panthers now.
No, I'm gonna say Houston.
Oh wait, Panthers. Yeah, never mind.
But no.
You're gonna say Houston now. Houston's your.
I don't think there's a situation where Houston's gonna play the Chiefs unless it's in the AFC Championship game.
No, we can play it for in this situation, Buffalo wins, Baltimore wins, Houston wins. We play Houston.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, in this scenario. Yeah, imagine. Yeah.
Boring football, though.
Imagine. Yeah, this is football at its best. It's the same thing in both is that 5th, 6th, and 7th seed all better records than the 4th seed, and this better records than the 3rd, better or tied records with the 3rd seed.
Yeah,
gotta love it.
Good football.
Yeah,
good football.
Hey, I'm glad there's only. That's why I'm glad there's only one bye now. I think it's fun.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's fun.
But yeah, I think best case scenario for the Eagles, let's see, if you beat Washington, you play 3rd and 6th. Or no, you play the 3rd or the 4th seed. or the third, fourth, or fifth seed. You could play the fifth seed if Minnesota wins and Green Bay wins. You play Green Bay.
I would be fine with either of those.
So you're either playing Green Bay, Tampa Bay, or LA.
I think we have a solid
in this
shot
situation.
to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Honestly, it might be because we're not going to be playing the Lions until the NFC Championship game if we do play them.
Yeah.
And if anybody knocks the Lions off along the way, I think we can take them.
Oh yeah. I think the Lions are the biggest threat aside for. I think the NFC Championship game is probably going to be Philly Detroit because I think Philly has shown that they can lose, but that was early season.
That was
Yeah, Washington has shown they're not solid quite yet. So
Minnesota, it could happen. The collapse could happen.
Yeah, Minnesota could lose any game just based off of coaching alone.
And Green Bay's kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
Rams.
I think Philly's better than Minnesota. Philly's better than Green Bay. Philly's better than Tampa Bay. Philly's better than Rams. I think would be a good game. I would like to see Rams offense against Philly's defense. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to. That would depend the matchup because I think LA's defense is obviously just gonna let Phillies run all over them.
Yeah, we're just gonna beat the hell out of them.
But yeah, all right.
Well,
good stream.
Good stream. I think we got a lot done. I think we're gonna have really good. I think I'm gonna be right. Predictions are gonna be right. Eagles are gonna win the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs three-peat won't happen. It's just too bad.
Oh no, I think the three-peat's happening.
I know. We need to get T-shirts made.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Not yet though. I don't want to do it early. That's jinxing it.
No.
Nice try.
Good. Let's do that. Let's jump in on that now.
All right. Well, signing off. Bye.
Bye.